are red now, so we're good. All right. Excellent. So Twitch, YouTube, I have a link going out or a tweet going out soon, and the main account's also sending stuff out. I know Liv, you sent them out earlier too. So, and then Erin, I sent over to you what we needed. So, but we are live. Here we are live, ready to go. All right. So, game starting shortly. I need early thoughts, quick thoughts from both of you. Liv Moods. By the way, how are we going to go about this? How would you prefer? Do you want Liv Moods? Are we going full name? Are we? What's the breakdown for you? Your preference? You're muted, by the way. Super muted.
Super muted. I will respond to anything. Honestly, Liv Moods has kind of become my stage name, but Liv, Olivia, Liv Moods, whatever you want to call me, I'll respond.
Perfect. See, easy as that. So what do you are first time on the platform with us here on the FanDuel live streaming services. Let's go to you first for the game. A little bit of a little pre-game analysis, I guess you could say here. What are you thinking for the game? Suns underdogs here in Milwaukee tonight. What are you thinking?
Well, I have been really riding this for a long time. Suns in 6, Chris Paul MVP. I think that the Bucks are going to take another home win tonight, to be honest with you. I really like them at home. Giannis has been playing incredible, but I think we're going to see a lot of the other players step up. So I like Milwaukee to win, but I also like the Suns to cover. I think it's going to be a close one, but I think the Bucks will get another win at home tonight. So
literally, my entire statement is what you just said.
Okay.
So I said this today on VR betting.
Alike,
Suns in 6. I still had CB3 winning, but I would never bet it at -240. And then I have my dog of the day is the Suns +4.5, but wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks did win at home. But I don't think they're going to roll the Suns by any means in this game. No. And I think it's going to be an under type game finally because everything's been going over.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Giannis, by the way, insane, right? Like this dude is literally just put the whole entire Milwaukee Bucks roster in a backpack.
Freak.
Just hair, like this dude's insane. I can't believe how good he is. Like just we've talked about this before, Erin. Like just literally him putting his head down and just going to the rim, attacking the rim. He's making free throws, which is like
but like the one thing is in that game too, he had how many 42 points I think, and they still lost. So
true.
There's a part of me that's like he can't do it, he's got to have Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday have to be on point.
My player prop that I'm riding with tonight is Drew Holiday over 19.5 points. Kind of just going off of what Erin just said, like he cannot do it alone. He's had 2 40-point games. He's not going to be able to do that much longer. As great as he is, it's just not realistic. So he's got to have those other guys step up. So I'm really hoping Drew Holiday has a really good game. I think his only downfall is his confidence. When he's playing with Chris Middleton and Giannis, who are so strong offensively, he kind of gets he plays a little insecure in my opinion. So coming off of a 21-point game where he was 5 for 10 from the 3, I like him to have a little extra confidence tonight and hopefully hit that over 19.5, which in turn will hopefully help the Bucks win. So that's my thought process, but we will see. I've been wrong many times before.
We all have. Betting is so humbling. I feel like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton in general, one of them will go off if Giannis is kind of shut down tonight.
Absolutely.
I can't. So there's 2 things I'm looking at when I see Giannis. I can't see Giannis getting shut down by anybody on the Suns besides DeAndre Ayton, and
he can't get in foul trouble tonight.
That's the thing, right? So if Giannis continues to put his shoulder down and just crash into this other behemoth, that's also insane, by the way. These two dudes, Giannis and DeAndre Ayton, are not only tall, they're just jacked beyond belief. They're both huge dudes, and for them to be crashing down, I don't know how you can call a foul on one person because I think it might be illegal in some states what those 2 huge people are doing to each other. It's insane. But it's if Giannis can continue to just barrel into DeAndre Ayton and just put him into foul trouble, I mean, it's really like what Shaq used to do back in the day, right? Shaq used to just put every big man into a blender, just put him into a blender, just completely just barrel his body into him, foul every time he goes up. And I think Giannis had a nice game at the free throw line, which helped them out a lot. right? Like 13 for 17 at the free throw line. Like that's not like Ben Simmons is looking at that like, really, dude? Like you're making me look bad. You know what I mean? Like he's making all these free throws, and it's and from yeah, but I point being is that I think Giannis is just insane, and I think if he can continue to just put his head down, barrel into everybody down there, I don't know if anybody can stop him. I just don't. I think like his downfall will be him starting to shoot, right? Like he just needs to not shoot, not try to be, I'm doing everything I can. No, dude, like you're really good at just being stronger, bigger, faster than everybody else. And it's kind of scary that he's realizing it. Because I remember when LeBron did this too in like 2012. He was like, after he got embarrassed by Dallas in 2012, he just started going, I'm going right to the rim. I'm just barreling down and I'm taking over everybody because I'm just bigger, stronger, faster. And people just started to like fear his drive into the lane, and that kind of progressed to LeBron starting to step out a little bit more. And it's obviously not the same apples to apples at all, but I don't know. Just something, I'm just watching him play and I'm just like, dude, he's destroying them. Like he's just completely putting these little dudes that aren't DeAndre Ayton into like just like painful positions, just getting dunked on, blown through. Like I just, it sounds so easy and simplistic, right? Like just be like, yeah, you're just bigger than everybody else. Go ahead, dude. But sometimes it is, right? Like sometimes just like the Bucks just dumbed it down really simply to just, we have the biggest, strongest, fastest, most dominant player on the court. Why not use him, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just, it seems to me like, I don't know, maybe he does get shut down tonight. Maybe I'm believing too much in the Greek freak. Maybe I drank the nectars of the Greek god. He's tricked me.
I think everyone's overreacting after game 3 a little bit too.
Maybe he's. Let's see. I want to see if he does it again.
Bucks are a roller coaster. Like literally, I don't know another word to describe them. The regular season is the same thing.
That's so true.
They're so inconsistent. Like this would not. Like I would not be shocked if they got blown out for some reason. I do think it's gonna be a close game. But like if the Suns came in here and blew them out, I'd be like, yeah, it's the Milwaukee Bucks. What did you expect?
Yeah. Oh man, Suns
totally different. It's the NBA Finals, but still.
Suns win and CP3 9 assists. That's the other flip side of it, right? Where it's just like this game is also like so important. Obviously, game 4, whoever wins, either tying it up or we're taking a bigger lead. And it's just
in a way, I kind of want the Bucks to win just so that like it becomes a better series.
Right, knot it up 2-2.
Because then I could totally see the Suns taking it. Like if the Suns win tonight, I could see them winning back at home right away.
Right.
There's a part of me too that I have really noticed with the NBA that the NBA likes longer series. There's so many series in this postseason that should have ended way sooner. And I think the NBA just wants to see more basketball because more basketball is more moolah. So I could see this series getting extended out a little bit, and I'm sure the Bucks will have a lot of favor or calls in their favor tonight. But I could see the Bucks pulling it off tonight, being their last game if they win, but just so that they can extend the series a little bit. Favoring the Bucks at home, I think, is a possibility. Now, obviously, if they don't show up, they don't show up, but who knows?
Yeah, especially on their home court. Definitely an advantage, unless you're the Philadelphia 76ers.
There's not one NBA team that has pissed me off more than the 76ers this year. And I'm not even from Philly. I'm coming from a NBA watching, betting perspective. I can't stand them. I'm over them.
I was telling Rob on one of our live streams, I'm like,
Philly native Erin, tell us how you feel.
And they were up that one game. I can't remember what game it was. What were they up by, Rob? Like 30. And we stopped the live stream, and I DM'd you, and I said they will literally lose this game. Yeah, and then they lost the game. Hawks.
Yeah, we were. It was literally halftime.
Saying Ben killed me on so many parlays. This is the last thing we're going to say about Philly because I really don't want to talk about the 76ers. But NBC Philly put out this article about how Philly fans ruined Ben Simmons and how we as a community need to like be better to our athletes. And I just totally disagree with this article and all these articles that are coming out. We're paying you $30 million. Shoot a free throw. What? We booed you. Like. You'd think that the person would turn around and be like, oh, my God, the Philly fan base, I'm going to go prove them wrong. Not, oh, I'm not going to shoot in the fourth quarter.
Like I think it's within every fan's right. I think it's within every fan's right to be that way, right? To just completely like, if they're saying like, hey, I want you to perform better, I don't think that's wrong at all. You know what I mean? Like, I think especially if you have a dude,
well, he's also been
all the
with us for so
expectations.
long.
Yeah, and as a fan, like you have expectations for these dudes. Now, where it's like bad is obviously when you're crossing the line, getting crazy. But like, if you're just saying, dude, step it up, right? You're making the most money on the team or one of the biggest contracts. I don't think that's bad at all. I think it's obviously when people become idiotic. But yeah, I mean, and also for him, like he the criticism, I don't know. It's weird the way he takes it versus other people. It's strange. But we won't do
Any
Ben Simmons
fan
night.
would have freaked out at that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, imagine if he was in New York. I mean, that's all I always say. Like,
Liv, who's your basketball team?
As a New York native, as a New York fan, imagine put him in New York.
My native team is the Nuggets.
That's what I figured.
Let me tell you something. The Nuggets this year, I'll be honest, when Jamal Murray went out, I think most Nuggets fans said it's over. It's a wrap. And then they ended up having their best record when he was gone. I think it was one of those situations where you had one of your main guys out. He was injured. He wasn't coming back, kind of forced the rest of this Nuggets team to step up. I have a bad taste in my mouth with the Denver Nuggets. I think the league MVP getting ejected on a frustration foul in a crucial game against the Suns was absolute BS, and I was super P-worded off, to be honest with you.
Philly would have burned the city down. Like they would have just went out and like literally did something crazy.
I mean, I was at like a very nice sushi restaurant and they were playing the game and I was acting so out of pocket and I had no apologies for it. I was like, listen, and that was when I kind of went on my rant about like how soft the league is. And
wait, the league we can agree is soft. Like I saw this video the other day on Twitter because I go into like deep dives of just like Explorer page, and it was like what a technical foul was in the 1990s compared to now, and like players with full blown like fist fight on the court.
Yep. And honestly, like I think there's a fine line for sure because I'm not signing up to watch UFC or anything crazy when I'm watching basketball, but like it's part of the game in my opinion. And I think I don't know, the MVP Jokic getting ejected thing like just did not sit well with me. So I'm trying not to take it out on the Nuggets because it's not their fault. But yeah, it made me mad. Super mad.
I feel like it was another kind of weird NBA season. Even I get that COVID was like, obviously they played the games and whatnot, but I still felt like it was not the same like traditional, obviously, season. Ben the Better is in here. I think he's the guy that tweets at me all the time.
He's the guy that roasted us that one time. Do you remember?
You and I?
Yes. So we were doing that Instagram live video for
Did he?
I
get roasted every day in my DMs online. I get ripped apart, and I'm just like, whatever.
You know what? If I should do a fun collage on my bedroom wall of all the like rude DMs and just.
Oh my god! You should see the ones I just got today. And I'm like, I didn't even like post anything today. I'm just like,
can I just enjoy my day? Like, what's going on? Where's this beef coming from? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's always so funny. I love when people come at me like, you have the worst picks. And it's like, well, I'm getting paid by the sports book, buddy. So
and you're not.
We can zip it on up here.
Just for everybody that is coming in, by the way, for the jersey giveaway, just have to be following or a subscriber on YouTube, like sub to the channel on YouTube or following on Twitch. You don't have to follow or sub on Twitch. Just, follow the channel. Basically, we'll give away the jersey in the second half, depending on the game's going. So, but yeah, just keep it locked, hang out, ask questions. Liv, Erin, happy to answer questions. We're gonna be watching the game, reacting to whatever's going on, hoping for not a blowout again, hoping for another huge Cam Johnson dunk.
If a game starts at 9, like we should start at 9. What have we noticed this with the NBA playoff games? Like it is a soft 9 o'clock.
No, I'm telling you,
7 o'clock.
I didn't realize this until I was betting. Because I used to just like the game and it was whatever. Like I didn't really care about watching every single minute. Well, now it's like when I have money on the line, like I want to stay up and watch it. So when it starts later, I'm sitting there looking at the clock like, okay, we're 10 minutes past like when we were supposed to have tip off. Like, what's the holdup here? But I
Where's
have
the anthem.
Wait,
Let's
is
go.
Denver 2 hours or 3 hours behind Eastern?
2
2, okay.
Mountain
So
Time. We're like that.
It's
Mountain
7:10 there. Wait, that's actually so awesome.
I love Mountain Time. I really do.
The East Coast games at night kill me.
Because
East Coast is the worst.
A 7:00 tip off for me is perfect. It's like dinner is on the table. You're eating.
I
It's
don't even know what that's like.
I know. I feel bad for you. I really do. But no, I love the Mountain Time because I think any earlier and I'd be like still doing things in my day. Like the 7:00 is like perfect. That's what
I feel like when the West Coast games, like the Warriors and stuff, just being on at like 10:30, I'd be like, dude, I cannot stay up till like 2:30 to watch this game on like a random Monday.
Well, this is probably the part where I admit that like my average bedtime is like 2 a.m. and have no reason.
4 a.m. my time.
Cool. I will be up and haven't gone to sleep yet, and people in the gambling world are tweeting like, "Good morning, let's cash today," and I'm like,
"Oh, that's weird. God. That's freaky."
I haven't even freaking gone to bed yet, but it's always like East Coast people that are getting up doing their jog.
I used to be up at like 4:30. That was a lot. That's tough.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't even like going to bed yet, and I was like, I have a problem. This is an issue.
Mountain Time's the best time for sports. I know people say Pacific, but I think Pacific's too early, right? Yep. I think like that extra hour is a little bit too early. I think Mountain's perfect. East Coast is the worst. East Coast is the worst.
I would love to be watching this game like at dinner or at a bar just at 7. Like that's perfect.
Yeah.
Great timing. By the way, Liv, your background looks really good.
Thank you. Like honestly, your background inspired me a ton, for sure.
Like, by the way,
mine's too big. I need to do more filling in here. I need to move this a little closer.
The bookshelves here are just, excellent work from both of you.
First of all,
I know I have
IKEA, the one complaint I have about IKEA, amongst the many complaints I have about IKEA, is when they say don't use a drill, you have to use a drill. Like to get these things up, like I have the back things in, I had to use a drill.
This was actually pretty easy to build. And this was
Ian. I'm struggling.
I know. I was like, where'd you go? This one was from Amazon. It's just 2 of them that are side by side with one another.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it ended up working out. I redid my whole bedroom.
Wait, who just scored?
Who? What?
First point. Let me pull it up. By the way, this is great on the sportsbook. By the way, for the
love it
for the breakdown. Who did just score? Hold on.
First score was.
Where is it? There it is. Play. First score is Middleton. No, lied.
Yeah.
Booker was first score.
Booker plus 700.
Yeah, Booker 16-foot pull-up Jimbo.
He needed to have a better game. I think it was the fit that he had on walking into game 3. It really messed him up.
He was the big reason why they sucked. Honestly, obviously, but like he was just. They didn't even when they were starting the fourth quarter to try to maybe come back. He wasn't even on the floor. They were just like
Chris Middleton.
Yeah, so there's the Middleton first score for the Bucks. All right, we're off and running. Game 4, super important.
Here we go.
All right, pulls up for 3. Oh, okay. I feel like I shouldn't do live reactions because everyone's usually a little bit delayed for each other.
Oh my God, you have no idea. My brother comes downstairs swinging because the TV down here is 5 seconds ahead of the one right upstairs.
Oh, really? And
he comes down and he's like, you need to be quiet. I'm like, if you expect me to be quiet during this game, you are out of your mind. It's not happening. But I understand
what the fun is about.
The other night, since there's not a lot of sports on, I had the TV on just random things that I have on Sling TV, and I clicked on a game which was from 2018. It was an NFL game, and just hearing the music and the broadcasters, I was like, I need NFL. I need it. This needs to. I would speed up the next couple months.
It's coming.
Want that, but I know it's soon.
In a week, it's 50 days out, which is crazy.
No.
All right, Drew Holiday. Let's get some points on the board, babe. How we doing? For God's sake. I'm the type of person that literally 2 minutes into the game, I'm already getting mad. And my brother's like, there's a whole lot of game left.
Yeah, there's always a whole lot of game.
Always.
Ooh, looks like the 3x2 is not cashing.
Oh, it hit the other day.
I know, it hit at plus 440.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyone bet Crowder 5 threes? Yeah, that's been hitting. That hit the last time you talked about it. Jackie Moon was out here giving out some tips all the time before the stream. Take that Crowder 5+. CFL next month.
Wait, hit casual. He said, do you think Giannis gets over his assist prop tonight? It's at 5.5.
5.5, yeah, because he's been averaging 5 throughout the series, so I could see it.
Fishing it out too.
If you like that Giannis 5.5, then Drew's
wait, I love this. Put Milwaukee Bucks right into their place. Let them figure it out. Mike Budenholzer is gonna not know what to do.
The Jets want to go Mims or more.
Right, I can't be answering Jets questions. Too early for that.
You haven't delved into the Jets roster yet? What do you mean?
I haven't dove into that roster.
Probably Mims though. That thick one.
I don't think I've ever deep dived into the Jets roster.
It's approaching you needing to know the Lions' third running back. All right, it's approaching that time of year. I can't wait though. Football's always fantastic. Always a good time.
The only thing about football is I feel like I literally don't sleep. I don't know why, because it's literally one day. Well, I guess it's 3 days technically of games.
Yeah, but I mean
the
one day is just
work.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much goes into football, right? It's so much the NBA. Working in the NBA versus the NFL is weird, right? Because the NBA is every day, and you're just another day, another day.
One thing about the NBA though is you can easily just follow trends, and it becomes so in my head consistent. Whereas with the NFL, it's a week off for all these players and 17 regular season games.
Yeah, even from that, I was even saying from the aspect of it's just always going. But yeah, even that, right? Because it makes everything so much easier when it's you can ride that trend or see what's going on there versus
the Seahawks 5-0 to start the season. Then they were terrible. Then the Raiders went on that win streak when they beat the Chiefs, and they sucked the rest of the season.
STF, yeah, STF.
Then
we're talking about
the Bucks were terrible at the beginning of last season too. They were 7-5, and then they won every game.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't a great start.
I'm ready for NFL. Sorry, that was yawn number 1. We'll start counting them. I'm going to bed.
I'll get a whiteboard and start putting tallies on it.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I've been going to bed so early.
By the way, Erin, quick recap. Miami, thumbs up, thumbs down. Fantasy.
Miami was very fun.
Posted a recap video on the YouTube channel for anybody out there interested in watching the activities that went on. It looked like a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The yacht was obviously insane. I think it was 5 floors, and all the fantasy players were awesome. And the person that won it was actually a female, which was unreal. She won $150,000, and she was a Milwaukee Bucks fan, so she had the jersey and all. But yeah, obviously being in Miami in itself is just always a good time. But meeting a lot of the DFS players who win consistently, obviously, to be able to go to that event, it's pretty cool. Very interesting. It's so different than sports betting, which is so interesting. And just all the algorithms they have to try to win and stuff was definitely really cool to hear about.
Well, you looked amazing.
Well, thank you, Liv. I felt terrible. I was sick the whole time.
Were you?
No, I wasn't sick the whole time. When I flew in on Friday, I felt terrible, and I actually went to bed at 9 o'clock. It took 2 melatonin, and then I rallied for Saturday, and I think I went too hard, and then Sunday I pushed it. But we're live.
That's good though. I mean,
it was awesome.
Trip to Miami. Thank you. All day, right?
I've only been to Miami twice. Once for that, and then the Super Bowl when it was there. But I didn't get to see the game or anything. We just went for the media stuff for 2 days.
Yeah.
It's always different when you go to a city and you work though. As fun as it is, it's also just very different.
For sure. Yeah, that was when I went to Chicago last year for All-Star. I mean, it was cold, so doing things in Chicago during February isn't always the best. But yeah, I feel you. Going to a big city.
Anything in cold weather is not. In
Okay,
Denver, Liv,
you gotta make
how-
those. Sorry.
isn't Denver weather like so insane? Like some days it's super, super hot, some days it's super, super cold.
So the thing is about Denver weather, it's dry, which I love because if it's
So no
super
humidity.
hot, it's no humidity. So if it's super
Cool.
hot, it's like bearable. Like you can go in the shade, have the breeze, and you don't feel like you're like in a sauna. So I actually love it. The winters, like they have a bad rep. Like people think they're like so brutal. They're really not. Like especially, I mean, they used to be a whole lot worse. We've had like really warm winters now. Shout out global warming. But it's definitely it's bearable because you'll have like a huge blizzard and then the next day it's sunny and it's got okay. Come on, Drew. How we doing, babe? Sorry. He has got to figure it out. He is making me super, super annoyed.
Liv, it's the middle of the first.
You know what?
It's gonna be all right.
You know what? I just
He
can't.
had that standout third quarter last game. You never know. He could pull something out.
He had a huge fourth against the Nets too, in Game 7.
True. Uh-oh.
I like when the Bucks wear. This is so irrelevant, but I like when they wear the white. And I can't stand
That's
when they
not
wear the one
irrelevant.
with
I
the
was talking about
stripes.
this the other day.
The Milwaukee Bucks uniforms with the stripes are just terrible.
Giannis is a big man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
His
saying.
arms, like
You know what I'm thinking? Like he has like the like physique of like one of those Greek gods that's just like so
What size of Greek?
chiseled and huge. I'm telling you, he is. I mean, look at
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
on the show
Him and-
today, someone actually brought that up on the BR betting show, Cabby Richards, and I was like, I'd hold up my arm to show you the comparison, but it'd be so embarrassing.
I mean, he is.
I don't have a muscle to like show here.
That's what I was saying earlier. Him and Ayton, those two literally just titans, just crashing into each other. That's just because Ayton's no slouch himself. Like he's huge, he's strong, he's really upper body. He's strong. So
I think Giannis is just so cut. Like he looks like he has zero
Yeah,
body.
he looks different than Ayton.
yeah,
He's
that's a lot of him devoting completely into. Because remember when he came into the league, the dude was stickly, right? Like he was twigs. And then he is just like the Steve Rogers from the Captain America, right? He came in all small and skinny, and then out of nowhere he's just huge. But that's what
I like
NBA
the Suns
conditioning will
orange
do.
too.
I
I
do
like
like
that a little better than the mountain, or not the mountain, whatever is on their
Okay,
jersey.
Giannis. Oh, what are we doing out there? Are we playing a little hopscotch? What's going on? We're just hanging out.
Terrible.
So
Yeah, it's
small.
okay. We're just gonna mess around.
This
for a
is
little
why
bit.
we said under. It's way too early to be speaking under, but let's hold the Bucks to like 10 points, just so I can have a reason.
So we were talking about this the other day though with the jerseys, and I was saying how I hate that home teams now get to pick what jerseys I guess they want to wear. Like it's not just like, all right, you get to wear, your white at home, which is, I feel like that is tradition, right? You wear your white jerseys at home, you wear your colors away.
Yeah.
But the NBA teams now get to pick it, and I'm just like, all right, I can understand if you want to wear maybe a black alternate or whatever, but like if you're wearing like the Bucks when they wear the blue with like this green court, I'm just like, what are we like? I feel like we're not matching clothes, right? Like I feel like we're wearing a
I
blue
love
jersey, it's a
forest
green
green
court.
too. Like I like their colors. Green.
Yeah, I like it too, but like give me the blue court. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're wearing like, like it's just like you're not matching. You know what I mean? It's
I
just
love the Nuggets have this like stunning black jersey with the rainbow skyline. Oh, stunning.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's got to be one of my favorites. Or just like the OG Carmelo Anthony when he was on the Nuggets team, that like beautiful blue color. Oh,
The shiny blue though, right? It was like
it was
a super shiny
silky
blue.
yeah,
right?
it was.
Yeah,
It
it was
looked like
really
silk.
nice.
I loved when they had those jerseys. I really did. Okay,
that's-
Middleton.
It's a good look.
He's doing the
Should have went Middleton.
That was
over.
nice. I guess I'm after you guys in like 3
Oh,
seconds.
okay, I'll shut up then. I hate when
No,
I
no,
do.
no. Don't.
It's
You're
fine.
Literally, please react.
Please.
Aaron Stifle said UNC colors. I felt like when I was a kid, UNC colors were so cool. So like everybody at school always had UNC gear.
Tar Heel
Everyone
Nation.
loved the baby blue.
It's a good color. And I mean, listen, when you have Michael Jordan in the 80s and then Vince Carter in the 90s soaring and wearing your colors, I mean, that's always a cool look. You know what I mean? Like that's that stuff helps out more than anything, I think,
Well, and of course it's FanDuel blue. So, I
Right.
mean, go
Very
FanDuel.
true.
Shout out FanDuel Sportsbook.
Very
No,
true.
I do. I think the blue is kind of one of those colors that everyone can rock. So I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, that's like, as much as I said, like, I like the orange for the Suns, like, obviously the Flyers are orange, but like, it's really hard to rock that. And for me, it's really hard to rock the Sixers red. I like the creams for them, but certain colors are tough. Like purple, I feel like is super tough.
Go Frogs. Yeah, it was definitely tough for sure.
Oh yeah, you were at TCU, right?
What helped though is about every uniform that I wore was a Showgirls uniform, so it like was cute,
Yeah, that's different. I'm talking like if you're in like a Vikings jersey.
I
it's,
rarely
like,
just
hard.
wore like a purple T-shirt.
Yeah.
It had to be bougie. Okay, Drew. Yep.
Erin, reaction show giveaway. We also have a jersey giveaway later on in the second half. Oh wow, Drew Holiday keeps.
God, I know it's too, Erin. Don't hurt me, but I know it's too early to worry. But what the F is going on with this guy? Is this a joke? I don't think he's made one basket. Is this a joke?
That one rimmed right out too, which is the worst part.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be positive. A lot of game left. We're good.
Yes.
Wow, he has got to figure it out. And preferably sooner rather than later would be awesome. Like, Jesus. This is my problem. I start sweating out my bets way too early, and then I'm like having panic attacks by the third quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby Portis.
It's so unhealthy.
Oh, Bobby Portis again. It's going to be another Bobby, SDF, exactly. Another Bobby Portis game. What's Bobby Portis to win MVP?
You know what's so hard about that is when guys like Portis just step up and have games, it's like that is not like when I am like figuring out my bets for these NBA games, I'm not looking at guys like that. I do, but
I feel like it's harder to look at those guys, but at the same time, there's probably like the best.
There's value.
Yeah, but then it's also like this could so not hit. And please excuse
right.
me as much.
And I'm the type of person too that wants to have like if I'm gonna write a bet, even if it doesn't hit, I want to know for sure that I have followed the trends in the last 5. They've looked good with this bet. They've averaged blah 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 and look really nice. Like Bobby Portis, I can't say that lines half the time, so I'm not putting my money on it. But then he has games like where he just absolutely annihilates everyone else, and I'm like, well, I didn't see that coming. How was I supposed to know that?
Yeah,
well, that's not. Kind of like I felt like just betting in this, NBA playoffs in general, like it's been kind of hard from a player prop perspective, I think, on certain things, just because you never know like what night somebody's going to go off. Like usually during the regular season, you're like, okay,
yep,
this will happen. But I feel like this has been so like back and forth. All the series have been like that though.
Yep. I felt that way in the regular season about the Boston Celtics. I
hated the Celtics. They were on I crossed them off my list. I had a list of
at a certain point, because I'm very big on player props. Like
you do like the props.
Do spreads and totals and whatever, but I really like player props. And with the Celtics, I finally got to the point where I was like, screw you guys. I can't do it. It was like you never knew what you were going to get from any given player, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. Like no matter how much I researched and whatever, like it wasn't worth it. It was not. It was just, they're off my list of betting for sure.
Yeah. They're very inconsistent for their player props. I stopped taking them a while ago. I could not stand it.
God.
My favorite team to bet on this season actually was the Detroit Pistons. My good old Detroit Pistons were great against the spread every single time they were an underdog, which is basically every single game. So they were one of the best teams against the spread. So they were the only team didn't follow, just would bet on.
I'm trying to think of the teams that I really loved betting on. Oh, honestly, I would say my go-to player prop bet for a long time was James Harden rebounds. It was pretty much a lock 90% of the time. Obviously, a game where Kyrie's out, I would look to his assists more than, his points or rebounds or whatever. But I also loved in general for people that bet on the FanDuel Sportsbook, I freaking loved the points plus assist prop for point guards. I thought it was like, obviously, give or take a few games, Ben Simmons definitely showed me that it doesn't work every game. However, there were a lot of games where I was able to find some great value on points plus assists for those point guards, and I was able to cash out pretty good. So I love that. I love that prop.
Love that. Yeah, I feel like you've been on the props all NBA.
Yeah, props are kind of my thing.
Crushing it, yeah.
I really like them. But it's hard because, if you're betting on a spread, you can kind of rely on the 5 guys on the court or whatever.
My thing with the player props is like the value more so. Like the ones that I'm always just like, I feel like they're always minus money, which isn't a terrible thing, like minus 115, minus 120, but some of them are like minus 180, and I'm like, that's
something I struggled with for a while. Is I loved betting the overs. Like I refused to bet the unders because watching a game when you have an under on a player prop is actual torture. Like you pretty much hate yourself that night, and you just.
I did that for Damian Lillard one game. I was like, he's literally scored like 35 plus points in the last 5 games. Like he's hitting under, and then he hit over, and I was like, I sound like the biggest idiot.
I mean, it like betting an under on player props is just not enjoyable. So I finally was just like, I just used to not do it at all. But then I genuinely was like, okay, I see value in a lot of unders. And obviously, depending on the defense of any given team, I love looking at, defensive stats and whatnot, who ranks top 5, bottom 5 for defense. And that helps a lot. But yeah, unders are not fun. If I'm betting an under and I feel good about it, chances are the game is not on my television screen. It's just not. I can't do it. I'm probably at the bar getting a drink.
Do you have like the NBA package? I didn't have that, but I got most of the games, just not like the West Coast games. I guess.
You know what's funny? I don't have the package, but I got just about every game except for the Nuggets because they did this stupid altitude TV thing, and I refused.
So I couldn't watch the Sixers either. Sixers would block out anything I had it on, whether it was my laptop, whether it was on.
I don't understand what the logic.
What is altitude TV again? Because I feel like I vaguely know this.
Yeah, it's a TV streaming service out here in Colorado, and basically they must have had partnered up with the Nuggets and bought out the Nuggets streaming or whatever, but you literally cannot get the Nuggets games in Denver, even at bars or anything in Denver, unless you're paying for Altitude TV, which is a completely separate streaming service. I'm like, this is your home team. They're pretty stinking good. You would think you want people to tune in and watch. Like the logic made 0 sense to me. And I was like, it was like, I probably was able to watch the Nuggets on TV, like, for 55% of their season. Other than that, it was streaming on Altitude.
So
see it.
If you were like, hey, I want to go to the bar to see a game, would you assume that the bar would buy the Altitude, or would you just like, it's kind of a gamble?
Yeah, depends. Depends on the bar. Depends on if they're willing to spend the money. Which makes
a sports bar, like it makes sense, but yeah, like your average, just like I want to go get food. Like, why would I pay that?
If you're at dinner, you're just trying to watch. Yeah, you're just wanting to watch the game while you eat. Yeah, some restaurants are like, we're not paying for that crap. And again, I don't really blame them. It's like one more thing to pay for. It just doesn't make any sense. It drove me nuts when they did that. I was like,
I mean, this would like never happen in a million years, but if everything could just be streamed on one damn platform,
seriously,
so you could just pay one service and just get everything.
Seriously. That's even how I feel about, like, I've got shows on Hulu that I love, and I also have shows on Netflix that I love. I'm like, okay.
So I'm a big sign up. If there's something on Hulu that I want to watch or something, like I'll sign up for the free trial and I'll binge it, and then I'll just cancel. I think I've done that like 6 times. The only one I have is like Netflix through my parents. I'd get Showtime for a week. I'd get all these different ones.
Erin's got like 6 different emails that she uses for
I do. I really do.
And then
if it works, right? I mean, why not?
Because there's never, like, even like the Netflix, I would never even pay for Netflix. So, like, there's nothing new. Like, I've seen everything.
Speaking of emails, if I could go back, this is so random, but if I could go talk to my younger self, I wouldn't give her like spiritual advice or anything. I would simply tell her, when you're checking out at the register, do not give your email to any company, business, clothing store, nothing.
I literally just give your ex's emails every time.
Do not give your email ever. Like, even if they say, oh, well, we have great coupons. I don't care. I am still getting emails from stores I shopped at when I was in 5th grade. I'm like, this is a joke. And I can't keep up. So I eventually just deleted that email. I couldn't take it anymore.
Was that an airball?
Like it.
What is wrong with him?
It looked like it.
I mean,
I'm not gonna show it.
Yeah,
score.
Who had the air ball? I missed it.
Wonder what it's like to
Giannis.
I wonder what it's like to slam dunk. I'll never know that feeling.
We should try it out sometime.
I'm 5'3". I'm not getting up there.
You're 5'3". I figured you'd be taller than me. I'm 5'4".
No, I'm like 5'2.5", 5'3". That was actually the one thing when I went to Miami, since I haven't like met people face to face. They were just like, "Wow, we thought you were tall," and I was like, "What's up?"
Definitely not.
Nice to see you all. Pretty short.
By the way, I was looking at it earlier, and DeAndre and Giannis had a collision at the rim, and Giannis got another foul. It's just like their plan of attack is just trying to get this guy out the game. I love it.
Makes sense.
God, I mean, I was riding with the Bucks tonight, but you know what's crazy is like my heart was saying Suns because I love them so much.
You just gotta go with your gut, Liv.
You know what?
Like, sometimes there have been shows where I get asked, like, give me your analysis, and I'm like, literally, my gut says this, and then it'll happen, but none of the trends matched up. So I have to like play it well.
And that's my thing is I think, you know, and that's like I think a good lesson for anyone in sports betting is to realize that like sometimes the trends don't mean a thing. Like sometimes your gut is enough and you just roll.
The favorite should win every single time based on the odds in general. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So,
absolutely. Yeah.
But there was like the one game you were really on against Philly, the Hawks, right? And that was awesome. That was an awesome hit.
Yeah, that one was electric. To say I was going buck wild would be an understatement. Hey, Drew, I would love.
Ooh, that's not looking good. Oh, then they give it to him. Oh, all right. No, it's fine.
Okay, he must have felt my energy. I think he's going to rally right here. He's going to feel my energy, and he's going to get it together. I'm feeling it. Oh, what was that?
I like that D-Book's shoes are purple. Again, irrelevant, but.
It's the Kobe's. I was looking at it the other day. They're all like a bunch of them are wearing Kobe's.
Oh, really? Makes sense.
Kobe, yeah. Kobe Lowe's, Kobe Miz, yeah. Bring the basket down to 6 feet. Erin, I listen. Instead of bringing the basket down, I propose return slam ball, but that's just me. I don't know. I think slam ball. If anybody remembers slam ball, was a good time. I don't know what happened to slam ball. Maybe there was like a. You don't remember slam ball when they had like the trampolines on the floor? They would just bounce and like completely just dunk into each other every time.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, they don't have them anymore at games?
No, slam ball was only around for like 2 or 3 years, I think.
Well, they
it was
still
like
do
really
stuff at the Sixers game where like people like jump around, but they don't.
Yeah, so like the dudes on basically that, but like the whole court instead of it's just hardwood, it's just trampolines. So they just bounce around the whole time, just dunk on each other. I loved slam ball, I thought, but also I was probably like the perfect audience for it. I was like 14 at the time, so it was like perfect. I was like, yeah.
Do you remember as like kids in the pool playing like with like the mini hoops and like I felt like I was always in the deep end, so I could never like hit the bottom of the floor to like do anything, and I was such a bad swimmer, and I like get anxiety of like my older cousins like jumping on me and like just like literally dunking on me, and I'd be like, I'm gonna drown.
I understand why, because I was the older cousin dunking on my younger cousins, completely just putting them under the water. So yeah,
slam ball I used to love as a little kid just watching like the halftime performances. Now it's that I feel like she's everywhere. That plate lady,
Red Panda,
or the balances the bowls on her head.
We don't have that in Philly, but I know what you're talking about.
She is like I feel like I've been to different games and like different sporting events, and somehow the bowl lady's always there. I'm like, is this like, should I be creeped out? What's going on? But I feel like she's everywhere.
Yeah, Red Panda's a legend.
She really is.
Slam ball, like how can you not? Like this is insane. Like look.
I mean, that's just like a nightmare waiting to happen. Like that is like the biggest lie. Like I can't even imagine the insurance.
Do you know what my first thought when you pulled up that picture was breaking my manicure? That'd be the first thing that would happen, and then I would livid. I would break a nail, and then I'd be upset. That was
my like, I'm sure there was a lot of broken fingers too. It's just
that
completely
was totally my girly side showing. But yeah, first thing I saw in that picture was a broken manicure, and I was not happy with it.
It's all right. That's a good thought. I mean, it's expensive, right? I mean.
Did you guys know? I'm going to do a little trivia question here because the slam ball kind of made me think about it. Do you know who the highest paid NBA mascot is?
Interesting.
It's either, is it Rocky?
Ding, ding, ding.
It's either him or the gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
It's either
makes
him or the
a
front
good
row, though.
penny.
Are
He
we
makes
talking
good
like what's good money? Like
I don't know. Let me look it up because I don't actually know the number, but he's the highest paid in the NBA, so it's got to be decent, right? Okay, how much?
I always want how much is a mascot? I feel like I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean,
I don't even know what a
that's the thing of
mascot.
refs get paid a pretty decent amount.
Okay, pretty good. A yearly salary of $625,000.
Excuse me?
I'm literally tweeting out right now. I'm becoming a
In this
mascot.
economy?
Who wants to hire me?
Literally over $500,000 this guy makes.
No shot. That's insane.
I'm telling you,
I mean, he does a really good job.
the only reason I found that out was
Benny the Bull's really good too.
son actually went to my middle school. His son went to my middle school.
Wow.
And so I knew Rocky was like, I didn't know the son well enough, but it was like word on the street. It was like the locker talk. You know, you stop at the locker and they're like, did you know Rocky's son goes here? And I was like, what? It was like, we talked about it. But yeah, he's the highest paid mascot. And there was actually one game, I remember this when I was younger. They always drop him from the sky or like the ceiling at the very beginning of the game.
Right,
So
yeah.
the ceiling. There was one game that he passed out in the mascot, but nobody knew he passed out. So when they dropped him on the floor, he just fell and collapsed and laid there. And I think they thought it was part of the act for a little bit. They were like, haha, Rocky, you're so funny. And then it took a while for them to realize, like, oh crap, like that's not, we didn't rehearse this. This is not part of the show. So I remember that as a kid too. There was a whole medical thing, and I don't know.
That's crazy.
He probably just overheated, but still.
Yeah.
I feel like
Passing out when you're in the skies, that's pretty it's kind of a flex a little bit.
In the
I was
suit.
probably stealing and passed out.
In the full suit too. Like that's nuts.
Yeah.
Let's answer quickly just this one question that just came through. If Milwaukee wins tonight, do you think the odds to win it all will change? Absolutely. It changes after every game and sometimes just slightly in between the games if somebody, for example, is betting on one side compared to the other, but absolutely.
Yeah. I feel like the odds are changing at all times. But especially if they can make it, because they'll tie up the series. So, yeah.
There has to be SDF. I'm gonna look it up. I feel like it's one of the a funny YouTube clip I gotta look into probably. Plus 120 dropped from plus 200.
There's a yawn for Liv. Mark it down. 1 for Liv, 2 for the group. All right, we're back on the game. Let's see. Let's see what's happening.
Where was I looking here? Oh, I was checking the box score for Giroux. For good old Giroux. What is he doing? Still only 2 points. 1 for 6.
What a freaking move.
Giannis pregame plus 220 for MVP. MVP. I feel like I always say that wrong. MVP. Is a good move if they win tonight. That'll definitely flip.
Get some points on the board, Drew. Okay.
He just does not want to score.
Basically, he heard that I had his over in points, and he said, I'm about to ruin her night. That's what he said. Said, I'm going to ruin Liv Moods' night tonight. No, there's definitely some time. It's just...
Jay Crowder.
Oof. It's back to what I was saying, though, with a guy like Drew Holiday, it's like he's just got to keep that confidence because if he lets it, if he stops taking shots and really steps into the point guard position, then the over on points is probably not the greatest bet that I could have taken tonight. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem with him sometimes, too. It's like even still, sometimes the assists aren't there either, too, right?
Right.
For where he plays, so it's tough because he's technically a point guard, but positionally he's way more of a 2. You know what I mean? Even now, playing out there with Teague, Giroux should be running the point, but it's definitely Teague, bringing up the floor and everything. So, which is tough sometimes because you want to see him. I mean, Middleton's bringing it up now, so it's. Sometimes I look at a Giroux, especially I remember when he was playing with the Sixers, I was like, man, this dude's actually pretty solid. He's good defensively. He can shoot a little bit. But that just sometimes he just doesn't bring it up the floor, which is fine. but it's tough, especially when you want to hope that he can. There you go. Wow.
Devin Booker is just
He's got some
continuing to get
aggression.
hit in the face.
Yeah.
That. Sorry, not to like call it the jerseys, but that Milwaukee blue is so ugly right now.
Yeah,
They're showing.
he just put Booker in the.
Yeah,
hole.
That was good.
He just showed a little oomph to him.
So did he actually hit him?
I think he caught him on the way up, but it's still fouling Booker.
No, I'm saying, did he really hit?
Oh, I don't know if he did.
That looks a little. Oh, actually, from that angle, I could see it.
Oh, he caught him. I see. Yeah.
This man's face is just taking a beating.
He's a magnet for elbows. He just keeps catching it.
Okay, to be honest, though, that looked like it was kind of like softer than he acted it was.
Maybe he bit his tongue.
Okay, Booker, guess what? I do that when I'm eating my dinner, so just relax, okay?
That's actually the worst.
No, it really is. Because once you do and then it gets all swollen, you're going to bite it the rest of the day. So you may as well.
Literally, you have to stop eating
all night. Yep.
It's over.
Liquid diet until tomorrow.
So basically, if you want to lose weight, just bite.
All liquid diet.
Jay Crowder.
Okay, Crowder.
Crowder 5+.
I really did look at his points today, and I was like,
Are Giannis and Brooke Lopez the same height?
It looks like it. A couple inches off, but Brooks huge. Brooks
aggression. He's playing aggressive. That's what we like. I mean, he didn't make the shot, but
what? Why do they do that? Why do you not just shoot the ball?
What's going on?
They're looking like Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Sorry, I said we're not going to talk about him, but still.
They deserve that turnover because that was a weird display of basketball right there. Oh,
why do players do that? Like, just take it to the – like, I don't understand. Why would you dish it?
Yeah, I don't – well, for anyone that took any assist props on the Suns just now, I think they just covered about 4 different assists. So. Or could if someone took the shot, then they could have covered that.
Is that a foul on the floor already?
See what I mean, though? Those two just collided in this, like, whoa.
They're just going to try to foul him out.
Ian, I don't think we're behind. We're just – the stream delay is a natural – it's a natural stream delay. So it is what it is. But
okay.
Yeah.
See, this is the part I can't watch. Giannis's little – oh, wait. Okay, good. He's not. His little dance at the free throw line drives me absolutely insane. I'm like, dude.
Wait, he's at the free throw line? I'm not even at that part.
No. I'm saying when he is at the free throw line, it drives me insane.
He had 13 last game of the 16, right? So I was – or 17? He had 17 fouls. He shot, what, 13?
Yeah, he was 13, from 17.
He was good.
13 for 17 in game 4. Yeah, he was good. I mean, that's really good. I just wonder if he can keep doing it. You know, that's the big thing. And the other day, I'm watching the game, and I'm just like, man, I wonder what Ben Simmons is thinking right now. Just like watching Giannis.
I heard he got roasted at the SBs. I didn't watch it, but I heard that.
Oh yeah. But I'm just like, why doesn't Ben Simmons just copy Giannis? I don't know why Ben's really trying to reinvent the wheel. I don't know. We won't talk about it.
Am I the only one though that like low key kind of starts to feel bad for the guy when it's down to the wire and they're just fouling him, and he knows. He's like, yeah, this is. But in my opinion, knowing that that's how it's gonna go every single
time. If you were getting paid $30 million, my ass would have been in the gym for hours shooting free throws.
Absolutely. But I'm talking from a coaching perspective. Wouldn't you pull him out if you know that team is going to
have to
every chance that they get?
And
he's
the thing is,
the line and miss every single time. Why wouldn't you pull him out of the game, especially down the stretch?
What sucks about Ben too is that like when they used to do it to Shaq, like it was literally a choice for Phil. It's like, do I take out the most dominant player in the game just because he can't make free throws? With Ben, it's like, do I take out this dude who just like passes sometimes? Like that's really just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know why Doc's just not like, just take him out. I don't know.
I agree. That's what it drives
like
me nuts.
Again, like you're a grown man. I understand like the defensive side, but now the argument that people in Philly are making are like, sometimes you don't have to shoot the ball as a basketball player. Like another stupid argument that I cannot.
Okay, but what are you supposed to do? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get it. There's more to it, and I understand.
No, I do, but I understand like the point you're making about like obviously like mental health of kind of a player. Like that is tough. Like when a
For
whole
sure. No, yeah.
like I can't imagine with thousands and millions of people ripping you apart and everybody seeing that and then again ripping you apart.
Right. But
this was an issue before the finals. Like this
yeah,
was,
no. I agree with you though that it's like, I mean, my mom says it all the time. She gets so mad. She's like, free throws are free points. Like that should be something that if you know you're bad at free throws, like get it together. I don't know what to tell you, because that is half the time when teams lose, especially down the stretch in a close game, it's free throws. So it's
this guy just said Ben Simmons equals Dennis Rodman. I think he's a little less crazy, maybe
a little less psycho, but yeah,
not as good of a rebounder either. But yeah, I mean, and also too comes the point with Ben is like, and we don't have to live in Ben Simmons' lane forever, but it's just like you are making as much money as Donovan Mitchell. You're making as much money as, you know, all these other dudes in the league who can do a bunch of stuff. And it's just like, at what point, you know, are we having the discussion where it's like, all right, who are the Sixers keeping, Ben Simmons or Tobias Harris? Right? Like, that's just like where we're at, I think. And it's kind of crazy because it's like Tobias Harris, or people are killing him, and you're just like, oh man, I don't know if you deserve all that. And it's like,
yeah, I think Tobias Harris I love him. I think he's great.
I do too. I like him. I don't. He's not afraid to you know, try to score and do stuff. You know, that's not, now defensively he's not there. But the point is just, you know, at some point the fans are just like, dude, what are we paying you for? You know,
I think his playmaking skills in the series between the Hawks was half the reason that the Sixers hung as long as they did. I think he really stepped up and kind of, I think he played, and maybe it's because I don't really pay attention to him. I've never really paid attention to the Sixers until I started betting, but I thought he played some of his better basketball in this postseason. I thought he looked really, really good, but I'm not a huge, Ben Simmons thing. I think I've been burned too many times by his taking his player props. So I have a little bit of a grudge. It is what it is. I just have a grudge. I've got to learn to let that go, but it's tough. It's tough.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it
Losing
is.
money on the same player
Everybody has that one.
more than twice or 3 times even. It's like a bad breakup. You know?
I kind of wish that like I had lived in a different time when I could have seen like a game in the 1990s, or like sometimes my parents talk about sporting events and it just seems like so different in a way. Like imagine seeing Michael Jordan playing Dennis Rodman. Like that's insane.
My dad always talked about, like, back in the 90s, how obviously everybody says it too, where it's just like, you know, they used to punch each other in the mouth. I don't know about that, but they used to, you know, be a lot more tougher and rougher. But then it's also the flip side of it too, is like the final score is like 72-65. You know what I mean? It was just like, wow, this was tough, but you know, it's the balance of like they're barely scoring 150 points combined when we have, like, you know, teams scoring 150 points by the end of the third quarter or whatever. You know, the rules are so different, it's crazy. But like, yeah, seeing dude like MJ live, or seeing like Magic Johnson, even like Magic Johnson being the first, like, woo, you know, the first like flashy, you know, passer that everybody in the league wanted to watch. It was Magic. It was crazy how much he kind of changed the game. So being able to watch the first Magic Johnson, you know, games that he was really being Magic, I couldn't even imagine.
I loved that you didn't even use a word to describe him. You just said, woo, and I knew exactly.
Like, just like, see the highlights of him. It's just like crazy.
Like, yeah, that was a perfect noise for that.
Especially in the league when they was coming out of the issues that they had in the 70s with drugs and corruption and everything, with Magic just kind of just coming in as like, wait, aren't you supposed to be a center? Like, you're like 6'9". Aren't you supposed to be a big man? And he's just like, nope, I'm just going to throw this pass over here. You're not even going to see what's going on. It's like, whoa. He changed the league. It's great. If you ever watch Magic documentaries, shouts to Magic Johnson. He's important. All right, halfway through the second. It's a tight game. I like it.
I'm liking it too. I'm gonna be honest though, quick mini hot take. I think I would have enjoyed this way more if it were the Hawks. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's just how I feel.
Really?
Uh-huh. Really.
I would love to see Trae Young go against Devin Booker.
Really?
I would have loved. Oh, okay.
The Bucks just look so much bigger than this team. Like even watching it right now.
Well, not if you're watching Drew Holiday. He looks like he's getting bodied by his older brother out there. My God, what's going on, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, wow, yeah, he's struggling a little.
That was a beautiful move from Middleton. Wow.
Middleton, man, he's something
He can
else.
score. He was putting it on. I saw him putting out the nets too in person. He can, I make fun of him because like I feel like he's if a lowercase sentence was a person, it's Chris Middleton. You know what I mean? Like he's just really just like, yeah, let's go. I'm just like, all right, dude. Do you ever get excited? But he can score. He really puts people in a blender. But he just doesn't. I don't know. I just don't see the intensity from him sometimes when he like scores and he's just like, yeah. I'm just like, dude, how do you not get excited for this? It's crazy. He has some crazy runs and he just no emotion, just hanging out. I'm just happy to be here. What a way to live. NBA Finals, he's just chilling.
Oh, I mean, he makes opportunities to score.
Just dude was draped all over him. He's like, yep, sure.
I mean, good for him, right?
I wish I could be that calm, cool, and collective in these big moments like he is. He's just.
I like admire that about people. I really do because I'm so like high intense stress, like ADHD type A. Like I don't know how I would do in a finals game.
I feel the same. I feel like I'd be thinking about everything, like in my shoes untied.
My whole life would flash in front of my eyes if I had to play in one of these games.
I couldn't even imagine. Like I just see Chris Middleton, and he's just like, dude, how do you?
There's not one guy on the floor that's won a ring, so it's going to be awesome.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And you know what? I really, really want that for Chris Paul. I really do because I think he's a guy in the league that he's a vet. He's always really kept himself together. Like
the fouling.
He's always head down, do his job. You never hear anything really bad about the guy, and he works his butt off. I think that's half the reason I'm rooting for the Suns in this series to win it all is because I want Chris Paul. I want that for Chris Paul so bad.
Right.
I've always just loved the way he carries himself and off and on the court. I've always loved him. So I would love to see that for him.
I think if the Bucks also, if they don't win this, they'll never win one. I think
Think
it's a wrap.
as close as they'll get?
I think it's a wrap. The stars literally aligned for the Bucks this season. For me, I think.
Yeah, there's so many good stories on both sides, right?
Obviously, yeah, I mean, like the Lakers going out, the Clippers going out. Like I get all that too. Then Philly and then them beating the Nets is like so impressive to me. Although I was thinking the Nets were going to win it all, but also that chemistry I just felt like wasn't there. Then injuries, obviously.
Yeah, the Nets weren't there even. Like the biggest thing for them beyond Harden and Kyrie's injuries was Joe Harris just was like, the dude was the best 3-point shooter in the NBA, and he shot like 33% in the playoffs on like a high percentage. He was horrible.
Crumbled in the postseason, which was super, super unfortunate because he was electric from the three. And the worst part about that is the Bucks' perimeter defense is pretty non-existent. They allow the most three-pointers in the league. So a guy like Joe Harris should have been thriving in that series. I mean, he should have been shooting the lights out every single game, and he wasn't.
That's the Nets. Everybody always, when you talk about the Nets, you're focusing on Kyrie, KD, and Harden, obviously. But Joe Harris is so important to their offense. Just the ability for him to space the floor and give KD, Harden, Kyrie room to operate. Like him not hitting shots, they're just like, we don't care. Like I was watching the series. I was at Game 7, and they're just sacking off the best 3-point shooter in the league because this dude was just like cold, frozen, and they were just like, nope, we're just double KD still. And it's like, getting a dude like that open. You even saw it when KD was with the Warriors, on a bigger level with Clay and Steph. But, getting Joe Harris open or even, getting any of these dudes that can shoot, it's so important for them to continue to swing the ball around and reset. That's why they always double team and it's swings. And if Joe's not hitting those shots, they don't care about him. They're just like, screw him. Who cares? Because that's all he can do. He's not going to slash to the rim. He's not going to do anything. So.
I was very disappointed in how that series for the Nets and the Bucks went down because I was with Aaron. I was all over the Nets. I was hot on the Nets in the regular season, thought they were going to win it all. Hot take from Liv Moods. I think as great as Kevin Durant played in that series and in general on this
Unreal.
this year, I believe he was the reason the chemistry was off. And let me tell you why. His body length, he's the type of guy where if you're shooting from the 3 and you're 0 for 3 from the 3, he's the type of guy that's like, get me the ball. Quit shooting, get me the ball. James Harden's body language, even on the bench, showed more leadership to me than Kevin Durant on the court. And I know that's a hot take, but I don't know. I think James Harden showed a lot more leadership, especially in the postseason, than Kevin Durant did.
KD's always a lead. KD's always been not a lead by example, but more like follow my lead type dude. He's never been like a boisterous dude. So I definitely see that. But like
But I don't think he has the team to be saying follow my lead. Like he needs they're not there yet. They've got that trio between Kyrie, Harden, and Kevin Durant, but
they need more reps. They need to play more. They need more.
They barely like played together. But that one game with KD when he at the Barclays, what game was that? And he scored the
game 6.
Take it into OT. That was the last game.
No, not that one. When I think it was the game right after Kyrie went out. When they were in the Barclays Center and he just like took the game and like obviously scored the most and out like was unbelievable. Are you saying like you think he should have like passed in those situations, or you're saying in times where he was off he should have passed more?
No. I don't. The passing thing for me, I'm not even worried about that with him because I mean he is, in my opinion, the best scorer in the league. I truly believe that. So if he's got the ball, he's got to take the shot. I think more so I'm talking about his body language. I think one thing I loved about the Hawks team, just using them as a comparison example, is they play every quarter like it's down the stretch in the fourth. Even if they're down by 20, that Hawks team never showed or wavered or, they never broke like at all. And I loved that about them. And there was just the body language and I don't know, maybe I'm trying to be too much of a genie psychic over here through the team. But all I'm saying is his energy didn't resemble that of a leader to me. And I think kind of going off of your point, Aaron, I think that's where the Nets went wrong. It was a chemistry thing. They have the talent. It's just but
it's always going to be who's going to shoot the ball at the end if somebody gets their hands on it. Kyrie, Harden, or KD. Like sometimes when you have so much talent, I mean, look at Team USA, all the talent in the NBA and lost 2 exhibition games. Like chemistry does matter.
No, chemistry I think is arguably more important than talent. I think because you can have all the talent in the world, which we've seen many times, and if you don't have the chemistry, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I think chemistry is huge.
What happened to Chris Paul? Smalls? Is he okay? Did he fall?
He better not be injured. That's my MVP right there. You better get back out there.
What happened? Hold on. Let me see. Give me the update, Twitter. Yeah, Devin Booker's been cashing right now. 18 in the first half for Book. Woo! That's all the highlights. Booker's cooking. What happened to Chris Paul? Reading box scores, lives reading body. Hey, sometimes it's true though. Very true sometimes, especially if guys do believe in that.
I'm reading body language.
I think it's more profound with KD because his shoulders he's really thin shoulders, so like you can really see him slump down.
I can understand though how people are tuning into this live stream to like watch the game, and I'm over here reading body language through.
No, I mean it's fine.
I get it.
They're gonna spend 10 minutes reviewing a call. I mean,
I get it. Like I sound like a total dweeb right now, but it's just
my goodness.
That was a nice shot. Goodness gracious.
Yo, he was falling. And Pat Connaughton was
okay, baby.
Do you have like any points yet? No.
Drew, I think that's his second.
No.
Second.
Sorry.
No. Drew Holiday. That's
sorry, I was not talking about Drew. I was sorry, not him.
Drew just hit 0.9. which is good stuff for me right now. Feeling that.
When did he get all those?
Yeah, to be honest with you, he was probably when I was.
Booker just scored that? Oh, God.
Yeah, that Booker shot was crazy. And Pat Connaughton was standing right there checking him too. Like Pat wasn't giving up position.
No.
Booker turned around and kicked. Oh, that's
I
the
kind
thing
of
with
feel
guys
like
Booker.
bad for Pat because I think they're just like trying to capitalize on.
Well, it's a that's what the Nets were doing too. It's they're trying to target obviously the weakest defensive link, and it's either going to be Brook Lopez and a switch on top with Chris Paul. It's going to be Pat Connaughton getting switched on because the Nets were doing the same thing. They were switching everything. KD or Harden matched up with Pat Connaughton. I don't know why. Pat Connaughton's. I mean, maybe he's a little bit slow with his feet, but like he's big, he's strong, he's long, he's like 6'7". Like he's not small. I don't know why I don't know why they're picking on Pat, but he tries. If anything, they should be just killing Brook Lopez on the switch, especially if they're going to still drop coverage.
I love how like the one game Giannis didn't play, Brook Lopez just like went off.
Oh yeah, completely. All right, let me see here. I always like to check this little sports book, like their running stats and stuff. It looks so cool. Yeah, look at that, 3-pointers. Both teams are shooting horribly. 2 for 14 and 3 for 11. Oof. That's not good. And then Ayton's fouls. How many is Ayton have?
Yeah, where's he at? Because that's dangerous.
He has 2 fouls. See if they can give him one more for the end of the quarter.
I can check.
Booker has 2 also.
Ayton has 9 rebounds, and I need him plus 12.5.
What was his prop tonight? 12?
12.5, yes. So like I've been sitting in this seat since forever. I've been sitting here since 3 p.m. Eastern.
I don't have a back on my seat.
Oh, you got to get it back. I got this one from Marshall's, and if you don't have a back, you got to get it back.
The one thing I think that benefits me is being a dancer. Like my posture is always like this.
Oh, my posture's terrible. My posture's
That's my one benefit of being a dancer my whole life. But
Yeah,
I'm starting to feel like I need something to lean into because sitting in this seat all day,
yeah, it's too much. That's way
is
too
tough on my body.
Yeah, I did dance when I was younger a little bit. I did hip hop. I did tap. I did one class of ballet and quit and cried. My parents made me go to one theater camp, and I had to stand up and sing in front of everybody. I sang "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," cried, left theater camp. I was so bad at dancing.
It's horrible.
I was like, I need to like go to a sport. Like it is a sport, but you know what I'm saying. I was like, I don't have rhythm.
No, it's honestly though, ballet, don't feel horrible about crying because I did it my whole life and cried every time. So it's all good. It's not fun. It's really not. Ballet
I was just like, and then like I hope pictures never surface of me in my dance outfits because I looked so bad and I was just so not with it. It was not a look.
I'm gonna need to see those pictures ASAP.
I'll send one to you.
I need at least
not tweeting it out.
No. I will keep it. It's just for me. I just need to see it for myself.
I think I stopped very young because they realized I cried every class.
They're like, so your daughter actually sobs her face off this whole entire time?
Literally.
Oh, come on, babe.
Another thing I cried at, gymnastics. Wasn't good at that. I was like, get me out of this.
It's brutal. Gymnastics.
Yeah, I think I went to like one class and was like, yeah, I'm not going back. And then that was the end of that. I was a big one class or 1 week girl. The same thing, field hockey. My parents went out, bought me all the gear, which was so expensive. I went to one practice and I cried. I was like, I'm done. I was like, that's a wrap.
What sport did you end up playing?
I ended up running track and field and cross country.
Okay. See,
and I played like basketball, lacrosse.
That to me is like crackhead energy. I don't know how people run as a job and or for fun. I know people that get up in the morning and run for enjoyment, and I'm like, unless I'm being chased, I'm not running.
Liv, my dad runs 50-mile races in under 7 hours because he does like he's crazy. I don't understand, but I have that gene, so I understand that I can run endurance like that. And like even on my 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, I ran my age of miles by myself. I just like woke up and did it. Then I realized I'm a little psychotic and I need to stop.
I see. I just can't unless I'm being chased by a bear or a mountain lion. I'm not running. I'm just not. If it's a scary man with a weapon, he's gonna get me because I'm not running. Now, if it's a bear or a mountain lion, I'm running.
I can't do the running. I don't know how people. I give so much credit to people who just run.
Runner's high is a thing. Like when you actually do complete it, like a run and you like do really well. I feel like that is like a adrenaline, but that's any sport when you're winning. So
see, I'll do a Peloton ride and sweat.
See, I won't do that. I do not get on bikes. I fall off them. I don't like bikes. I don't like it at the. I seriously do. I have so many scars on me from falling off of bikes. I'm not coordinated. Clearly, that's why I ran people.
No, I'm telling you, the running thing, all power to you. I think runners are a different breed of human because I just don't get it. I really don't.
Do you still do like dance stuff? I know you can still be involved.
Yeah, no, I was teaching dance for a little while when I first moved back to Colorado out of college. Now I'm just really focused on just doing this betting stuff full time. It was because it was hard. I mean, when the games would start would be when my classes started for teaching. So I wasn't even able to watch the games or like, and then that was hard because that's when I'm, wanting to watch my bets or interact with people. So I did that. My mom is really wanting me to try out for the Denver Nuggets dance team. And I said,
oh, that's fun.
No, it would be fun, but I think I'm just ready for the next phase of life. As much as I love dance, I've done it since I was 3. I'm like, hang the dance shoes. It's time to just move on from that. So I'm ready for the next phase of my life, but who knows? I mean, maybe I have an itch to win or to do dance again, but for now I'll just sit in this backless chair of mine and film content
and literally just bang on. Right. That's actually the one thing about like filming content at home. I feel like sometimes maybe it's just like at the point that we've done it for so long, I'm just like, I need to like film somewhere else. Like I just am like I'm touching basically my kitchen. My kitchen is literally right here. I'm just like, I need to like see people.
There are days where I wake up, I get ready, do my makeup, start handicapping to find the bets that I like, do all my research, whatever. It'll be like, I won't even know what the weather is outside until like 2 p.m. because I have not left. I have like the windows. I always have these windows closed because it messes with my lighting. I won't even know.
That's a bit much. I have to get when I wake up, I have to walk outside. Like I live in an apartment complex that's like a high rise, but I have to go for a walk or else I go crazy.
So I'm in the basement. I have like the whole basement. And so the windows are like in this windowsill. So I don't really keep the blinds open unless I want to stare at like rocks. So I don't really keep it open. And so I swear to God, it'll sometimes be like 2 p.m. because some days I just wake up and I, make my coffee, come downstairs and just grind it out for hours. And then I finally go upstairs and I'm like, oh, it's raining today. Nice. Had no idea. So I need to be better about that. Be a little more humane for me.
I feel I have the blackout curtains in my apartment. Sometimes I close the curtains.
I'd be sleeping till 4 p.m. if I had blackout curtains. Woo.
They are deadly. All right, so let's recap. First half just ended, by the way. 52 even, which is great. That's fun. It's a good time. Let me see here. How are we looking at the stats? Where is it? There we go. All right, so free throws. Bucks a little bit more on the free throw line there, which is as expected. 3-point shooting still not great on each side. A bunch of mid-range jumpers going down. That's good. Low turnovers from the Bucks, which is their standard way of play. Low turnovers, high offensive rebounds. Same deal. Middleton though, 16 points. Giannis only has 4.
12.
Just as I was pumping,
12, right?
I'm pumping up the Giannis deal, and this dude's just out here not doing anything for me. Hold on a second here. Oh no, 12 points. What does it say 4? Was I looking at rebounds or something?
4 assists.
Oh, 4 assists. Wow. Yeah, so 12 points, 4 assists there for Giannis, 16 for Middleton. Brooke Lopez, 10. I think Aaron, Lopez hit his points over. What was it, 9, I'm assuming? 9.5 probably. 12 points for the Giannis,
What was your question? Sorry, I was nodding my head as if I...
Brooks points. What was his?
His was not. It's definitely
I think 9 or something like that. Drew at 9. There you go. He's slowly but surely getting up there for you.
Having 20, good for him.
Yeah, Booker's killing it. He had a big quarter.
I said Giannis under 34.5, and it's looking pretty well for me.
Chris Paul, 15 minutes only in the first half. Least amount of minutes played amongst all starters. So, whatever what's going on with him. But it's probably just what they do with their usual rotation minute-wise. We'll see. Second half is usually like the third quarter. I always say it. I always say it every time. Third quarter is like arguably the most important quarter in the NBA. It just changes everything. The whole game can be flipped. The Warriors cared about it so much for a reason.
I agree because I think it really shows the momentum coming out of the locker room. I think it's a really good way to see like who fixed their mistakes at halftime, who came out swinging. I mean, it's everything.
Yeah, third quarter is real important.
Okay, so. SDF 24. Come on, no oofs around here. Not with my guy Drew. Come on.
The big oof.
CP3 has 4. Here, come on.
Yeah, CP3 will probably start coming on the second half. What for Drew?
Oof?
Yeah.
Oof, I think is just like a oof, like a.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a sound effect.
Oh, I thought it like meant something, but I just didn't know what it meant. I've been seeing that all the time, like OOF, and I'm like, what is this acronym?
To be fair, everything is a damn acronym now.
I honestly, if you had asked me, I'd be like, I don't even know.
Drew's 3 of 10. I mean, it could mean out of focus. He's out of focus right now. He's 3 of 10.
Yeah, it could be anything. But now I'm glad I know that. The live lines, Bucks -3.5, total 216.5. So that's looking good since I said under 221.
Milwaukee, yeah. See,
Oh,
Dave McMenamin with a nice little recap. Tail the tape. What was the other thing I was going to look at here? There was something else. I forget what it was. Oh, the spreads at halftime. So Milwaukee favored by -3.5. So from your let's say your either one of your personal perspective when it comes to a live bet, even here at halftime. Trends and seeing how the game's going. If you were to ride with somebody in this situation, deadlocked, right? Is there something that you're looking for on either side that's going to lean you towards one way or another? Like if you were to be in this situation where you're like, all right, I want to do something at halftime from either Liv or Erin.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I've never bet at halftime. If I'm live betting, it's the last.
Which is also a strategy in and of itself,
Yeah, I mean, you can tell things for total came down, so obviously they're assuming it's going to keep going under and under, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. What about
you? To be honest, yeah, I never really go into halftime thinking I'm going to bet the rest of this game with these 3 markets.
For this particular game, I think what we all were saying at the beginning was pretty spot on, that it wasn't going to be a blowout. We kind of assumed that the Suns would at least hang in there, which clearly they are. I do lean towards the Bucks right now just because I think they're picking up momentum a little bit, and I think having that home court advantage is going to be the difference maker in this game because both teams are kind of performing the same, in my opinion. Right. So I actually, if I had to make a halftime bet, I would stick with my original bet, which was Bucks money line. I would get a little nervous about it's hard for me to say with the spread. Just because I think it might be one of those games that comes down to the wire.
Super close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really close. So I would probably just play it safe, even though the value's not great. Just take the money line. But I do think the under is probably the best bet as well. I think
-216.
Yeah, 260. Yeah, that's
under 216.
Sometimes I feel when it comes down too low, then you want to just go take the over. Last game was a push 220. But I feel they can't really shoot worse than they did in the first half. But then again, who knows? They could.
Right. No, I feel it. I just, for me, from the outside looking in, right, I just wonder what, people think about. Because there's sometimes I look at this and I'm just like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. And then I'm just like, wait, hold on. Don't. You know what I mean? Just wait, what are we actually doing here? So sometimes I look at some of these, especially the halftime or the live lines. I'm just, some of them I like, some of them I'm not obsessed with, right? So what's Drew's line? Drew's still at 19.5 for his live. That's good.
What did you say it was?
Drew, he's still at 19.5 for his over under for his live. He's still sitting there. It's a
I have a funny story. One of my friends, colleagues, partners, and with work, one time slipped up and called Drew J. Rue for the majority of a show. And he's a big NFL guy. We had him step in, and he was calling him J. Rue, and I didn't correct him just because I thought it was just so funny.
J. Rue?
I mean, it was just the best thing I've ever heard. And so now every time I see his name, I'm like, J. Rue Holiday. What's good? I love it. I think it's the best thing ever.
Honestly, like I feel like I do that sometimes with names. I just butcher them so bad. When I'm
you
talking
have
UFC, like it's just not going to come out right.
You have no idea how many names. And I watch the NBA very closely. That's my sport. That's the sport I've always watched. I will still butcher people's names that I've heard before. What's the one that I really, really get wrong? Anunoby.
OG Anunoby, yeah.
I used to say Anunoby. And everyone was like, Olivia, correct yourself. Also, Dennis Schroeder. I used to say Schroeder.
Yeah, I used to say I always go Dennis Schroeder, but it's not.
People believe, trust me, when I say Schroeder, my DMs are like, you idiot. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry that I missed
over a name. That's
one
crazy.
vowel.
You know what? Also, when you don't know how to pronounce an athlete's name, there should be like a document on the MLB, on NBA of pronunciations, because then I go on YouTube and I listen to the little clip and I think I'm saying it right, and you're never saying it right because half the broadcasters are also struggling with the same names that you are.
Yep.
I agree. The
There should
phonetic
be
or
a
whatever.
phonetic way on every team's thing of how you say certain names. It's like hockey is very, very hard to be like hitting some of those international names as well.
Okay, Erin said, wait, it's not Schroeder. No, it's not. And I'm glad I'm not the only one because
it's not Schroeder. I always say Dennis Schroeder. It's not Schroeder.
It's spelled like Schroeder though.
It's like not. It's not Schroeder.
That
it's like
is the.
It's
the
like
O
I can't.
With the
it doesn't make
umlaut on
sense. It doesn't. I'm just glad I'm not the only one because it never has made sense to me.
No, one time my co-host was saying it the right way, and I like thought he was wrong, and I was like, I'm not gonna like correct him because when we're like filming, but then I was like, oh my god, I was wrong.
I will never forget. I was in, I think, middle school, and Rihanna, I've learned that that's incorrect, came on the radio and she said, hey guys, what's up? It's Rihanna. I said, no, it's not. I know that's your name and all, but it's not Rihanna to me. It's Rihanna. But sure enough, Rihanna. That's how she pronounced it. So I'm assuming that's the way it's pronounced because it's her name. But that one's never sat well with me. Honestly.
Well, that was like today with Travis Kelce, right? Did you guys see that? Kelce said his last name is actually Kels, not Kelsey.
He can't do that.
Pretty sure that's what he said. Somebody in the chat could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw that clip today of him saying, no, it's actually Kels. Like,
well, he just ruined everybody's life because I don't think I've ever heard someone call him.
And there's a clip, I think, from his brother Jason when he was getting drafted, like saying his name, saying it's Jason Kels. I was like, no, come on. You like, how do you? Or that was who was the quarterback that let that happen? It was recently, last year, I think, wasn't it? Tyrod Taylor when he was like, everybody's been saying my name wrong for like the last 6 years. Just like, dude, like, how do you go through your whole like career and not tell anybody? I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess it's kind of rude. I don't know. Is it rude? Like if somebody's saying your name wrong, can you just be like, that's not
that's something I learned in college with journalism school, communication school. It's like that's the first thing you do when you're interviewing people is you ask for the pronunciation.
Say their name and spell
like,
it. Yeah.
It's like a respect thing, but at the same time, when everyone's pronouncing the damn name differently, I don't know. Like Erin said, I'm the same way. I will go on YouTube, especially with these foreign names like the Bogdanovich and all the itch last names. I'll go and listen to it. And when someone who is like, that's their language, they pronounce it and it sounds completely different than how we would pronounce it. So I'm like, okay, should I do it?
It sounds so much better
and the
too.
Videos are the one that have like the black little circle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And it comes in. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay.
Or the ones that just say the name and it just keeps repeating and it just goes Bogdanovich and it just keeps playing over and over again. And I'm like, okay, I watch those every time I'm talking about a player prop. And I feel like sometimes even still I get it wrong and I'm like, whatever, I'm over it. I can't keep
tough. I can't know everything. That's the one thing with sports. Like, I don't think people realize that some people, like in general, like are really honed in on one. So, like they're like an expert in that. But like, I feel like sometimes in betting, you have to know everything and like every player and all these different things. And like, I can't genuinely tell you I know how to pronounce every single solitary name. I on a paper, I can tell you what stat they have. I just cannot pronounce certain ones.
I could tell you how they performed in the last 5
I can tell you that what they're averaging right now, but
that's so true. No, that's so true. And I've gotten like this, I don't want to say it's photographic memory, but I can like close my eyes and see their stats from ESPN and go, oh, no. Last game he had 21 points and 6 assists. Like, because I have looked at it so many times and for so long in that day that I can, it just is there. It's like in the brain. It's never going away. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Even too, like I know what players' lines are normally at in the sports book because I look at it so much. And so when it changes, I can tell without even having to look it up. So yeah, last names, count me out.
Every time. Keeping up with like all the players and the stats and everything, there's so many times I remember so many times where I can just literally remember, like you're saying, I can remember the box score. It's like he had 14, 10, and 4 tonight. I don't know. Don't ask me why I remembered it. I just remember he did. That's the exact line.
But also the NBA is kind of like digestible because of how limited the players are compared to like an NFL game and sometimes even MLB. Like there's just a lot of players like on a roster.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I'm also the same way with song lyrics. I never know the right ones, but I get mad when people correct me. I'm like, just let me sing it my way because I've been singing it this way for the past month, and it makes sense
Mark Jackson.
But yeah, I'm bad with song lyrics as well. Got issues.
All right, we're back out here.
Here we go. Back at it again.
I'd suit from Mark Jackson. I've never seen anything more blue in my life. Is that a FanDuel suit he's wearing? What
was that? You good there, Giannis? What's good?
Hey, Mark.
They tightened up their defense, those Suns. My goodness.
Yeah, that was a good first possession by them.
Sure was.
They have to. So it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be like Chris Paul getting going is gonna be vital here. You know, it's just he has to do Chris Paul things, and Crowder again. Crowder plus Crowder with the threes. Are we doing this again, chat? Where's Jackie Moon? Did you take it? Let me know. But it's important. Chris Paul needs to go. He needs to get going. And Giannis again putting his shoulders down and just barreling into Ayton, even though he missed. He's looking for a foul. You can see he's looking for the foul. It's crazy.
Yeah,
He just puts his head down and just throws his arms up. That's a foul. Because he knows what he's doing. Money. Oh.
Somebody move. What are we doing?
That's tonight. Jackie Moon, one of these days you gotta take that Jay Crowder prop you keep.
Honestly, one of these streams we have to bring him on because he's constantly on here and I need him. We need to
the Jay Crowder. The Jay Crowder 5 threes made prop is just, it's everything. All right.
You could probably tell by the way I reacted who that play was involving.
Yeah.
Mistake, dude.
No foul either, which is tough.
Like,
he didn't even get a foul call on that. There was definitely contact there.
Sake. I mean,
all right, Aiden, you're at 11. I only need 2 more rebounds from you.
Man, remember what was his props? What was the props from when he was playing against the Hawks? It was like 18. Remember that, Aaron? It was like 16 some games for his rebounds.
Dude, his double-double was like -315 tonight.
Yeah, it was nuts. Whose jersey's being given out? Aaron? Anybody. Winner's choice. So if you win, you get to pick what jersey is being handed out. I think the last winner picked Booker's Valley jersey, the black with the.
Oh, really?
With the backdrop,
yeah. Water, which is literally when I say a step away from here, literally a step away. Oh.
Yeah. So winner's choice, whatever jersey you want that we have in the NBA store, pretty much. Saving my 5+3s for Crowder. You're banking on a Game 7, my friend.
Dude, this series could go to Game 7.
It could definitely go to Game 7.
I said Suns in 6, but I'm thinking like, okay, they are going to be in Milwaukee. But then again, I cannot see, I don't know, if Milwaukee
Are they?
game
Wait,
7 at
wait,
the
wait.
Suns. I don't know. Right?
2, 3. I think the
It'd be
finals.
in Milwaukee. 6 would be in Milwaukee.
No, I think 7 would be in.
I think
this is the second.
No, yeah, you're right.
Bucks. Then it'll go
6
Suns, Bucks, Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 is in Milwaukee. Yeah,
Oh,
I was trying to remember.
Sorry, I thought you said it would. Game 7 would be in. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Game 7 would be in the. I'm saying I can't see Milwaukee winning in Phoenix, but then again, like they could. But
you're right. No, you're totally.
They won that game 7 in Barclays, so I can't count them out.
Aaron, I got another rebound for you.
Another rebound? Let's go.
I think so.
I hope he doesn't foul out. Let's go. It's at 12.
I actually think he fouled on that as well. Maybe not. They blew the whistle for some. Oh, maybe.
She's still in. All right, baby. All we need is one more. Let's go.
Don't fail my girl, Aiden. Get it done. Do it.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Man, there's nothing Aiden could have done about that shot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's almost like he needs to, like, in a way,
he did everything
off,
perfect too. Well, when Giannis was backing up, he put his hands all the way up because he doesn't even want to touch him. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't even. He's just like, I can't do anything. It's just gonna be a foul or something every time. Wow, Booker. Yeah, though I was. The finals used to be the format. It used to be set up differently. It used to be 2-3-2. So it was like 2 games for whoever had home court, then 3 for who didn't have home court, and the last 2 were closing. But they switched it up a couple of years ago. So I was like, wait, which game's in which?
Yeah, I feel you. I liked the play-in tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, the play-in.
It was still fun.
Yeah, that was a beautiful float by Booker. This dude's just torching him.
I really like D-Book. I'd wear a D-Book jersey.
It's a good jersey. I like the dude pick the Valley jersey the other day. That black jersey looks really nice.
Crowder.
Jay Crowder, Finals MVP. What a world.
Dude, just a lot of
8 and board. Check.
Is that 13 then?
Should be. Oh, I just turned it over though.
So interesting. So I just got an email. It says 2021 AT&T WNBA All-Star post-game transcripts. And this is the first sentence. Thank you for your coverage of the 2021 All-Star game. As if I was there. But I don't know how this person has my email because I've never covered anything not that I have chosen not to. I've never covered the WNBA.
Right, and it's also like it was a tough scene for the NBA to put the All-Star game tonight.
WNBA media availability transcript from earlier below. All post-game Zoom sessions to be accessed via this link.
Yeah, they probably just sent that to anybody who has the access to the portal, which is what they should do. Team. I want to say Team World. Want to see Team World? Hold on. Because I was watching it before, but then I was getting this set up. Yeah, Team WNBA won 93-85. I like the format of the way they set it up, though. Team USA versus Team WNBA. Pretty interesting. That's funny that you got the email. Let me see here. Yeah, Aiden hit. I'm pretty sure Aiden hit his stuff, right? What was it, 12?
I think he needed 13, I think.
He's at 13 now.
On FanDuel. He's at 13?
Yeah, he has 13.
Oh, let's go.
He did it like 3 times, but I think she was worried that transcript weirded
I was sorry. I was literally so concerned about the
I didn't know if
transcript.
he actually got this one. I wasn't even sure. I didn't know.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think he just hit it. So
yeah, he just
amazing.
Hit it.
Thank you guys. Keeping me up to date. Let's get it.
Shout out Aiden. Now we just need a little.
Aiden at plus 100. comes to player props, you can't get
I
a
mean,
plus
Drew
money, so.
Holiday, babe, how goes it? Woo! All right,
I'll give him credit. He's trying.
He's gonna turn up in the fourth. I'm just feeling it.
He shot 11 times. He's definitely trying to put. He's definitely trying to score for you. I'll give you that much. But he's
doing it with his eyes closed, apparently. For God.
Yeah.
Wait, did we just talk about how Devin Booker made history?
No.
Oh, most points scored in the first
in a
playoff
player's
appearance,
first
right?
career postseason, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. Crazy, right?
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I don't remember who was on the actual. There it is. Yeah. D-Book.
Ooh, look at him. Shout out.
First career postseason.
I wonder if Kendall Jenner goes to every home game.
Probably. I actually like them. I feel like
I was just gonna say, I think they're really cute and like.
I feel like their babies would seriously be so athletic because obviously, I don't know. I actually like watched the show and she said she has really good genes from her side.
Yeah, no, I think.
Yeah, I mean he's an Olympian, right? So it's naturally there.
Yeah,
for sure. And they'd also be stunning children, so that's so a huge plus.
Be very tall.
If they won't be athletic, then they'll probably be models or something.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that. I'm like, I don't know. I guess if I married someone super tall, like, just what if their kids were my height?
Chris Middleton.
I did not realize that you were like shorter. I guess I would have guessed you were taller.
Everyone thinks that. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing.
Totally guessed.
I remember showing up to my college dorm the first day and everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're so short." And I was like, "What? Why did you think I was like we've never met?"
You give off tall vibes. Is that what?
I give off tall vibes.
Tall vibes. At least 7'2" vibes.
I can't even imagine being that tall. I feel like that's uncomfortable.
So I wonder the same thing because I live in New York, and I wonder when I get on the train, I see people that are like 6'4" have to duck their head, and I'm just like, dude, like that's not even that abnormally tall. You know what I mean? Like they're just like 6'4". Like it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people are like 6'2", 6'3", but like Brooke Lopez, like 7 feet tall. Like how do you not literally rock your face off of any?
They also can't you like not get on roller coasters?
Yeah, I think they might be too tall. Some of them. I mean,
I feel like
Lopez
Shaq has said that. Shaq's
Shaq's
been like, I can't get on roller coasters. I don't.
He's also large, right? Like he's 7 feet, and like 350. So he's also huge.
Imagine Shaq boxing you out. You're done.
I couldn't.
You might as well just fall over on your own. Because
I would literally just be like, I'm falling before you even hit me.
Oh my God, Booker.
Just duck and cover. I wouldn't even try.
He goes and plays pickup games, and he'll take a camera crew and just film it just for like content reasons. Like every couple months, like you can find these videos, and he puts these dudes in like complete boxes, just completely just kills these 5'9", 5'10" dudes who are just like, I got you, Shaq. And Shaq's like almost 50, and he's just completely just putting these dudes in.
Yawn number 2. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I already hit 4.
You know what's so funny? I used to, in dance class, you used to get in trouble if you yawned.
What would you have to do?
Really?
Like, yell. You'd be punished in some way, shape, or form because they.
What's like punishment in dance? Like
holding a plank, super long plank, or like doing plies in ballet. But basically, it was a sign of like they view it, especially in ballet, they view it as a sign of disrespect. Like you're bored. They think that if you're yawning, you're bored. I'm like, no, yawning.
They not think that you went to school all day and you're tired and you want to eat.
Yawning equals tired, not bored.
You know what's so funny? When you go to track races, you'll see every girl that's on the line yawns before they run because it relaxes you. So when you get nervous, you yawn and then boom.
Yeah. No, to me, yawning does not equal bored. Yawning equals I'm tired.
Yawning means I worked hard today and I need a nap.
Right. Exactly. Okay, Giannis.
So easy. He gets on the court in 2 steps.
Can we talk about that camera quality on those fans? I mean,
love the 4K.
That was crisp. I love that.
It's
There's
great. They need
a
to.
couple shots that they get of the players like after the game, and it literally looks like a video game to me.
I noticed the NFL started doing that, like at the start of the calendar year, and I was like, "Wait, this is crazy."
So it's a really little camera that they're using, which you probably don't think of, but it is. It's just hard to capture games in that.
Yeah, it's very hard.
It's better than my eyesight. I look at it and I'm like, I don't even see that clear.
Yeah, it's depth. The other thing too is the depth of field on those cameras are crazy, right? So like, it's not only just everything just looks so much in focus for that target. It's insane. They do it too they started to do it too for wrestling events, and like the WWE started to do it, and they look insane with like the pyro. There was like a video on Twitter of like some dudes in WrestleMania, and it was just like crazy. But the NFL dudes, I remember there was one where Russell Wilson was celebrating. And it was just like, I was just blown away. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, what? Like, this looks so cool. Like, they just, all of them isolated, celebrating on the field. I'm just like, what?
Oh, what a bad foul. Oh.
Booker's cooking.
For God's sake, Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker can't grab. Look at him grab.
Why is he, like, looking like he's flying?
He is the king. I will tell you, PJ Tucker's the king of saying, me?
Like, no kidding. Who else just touched him, bro?
I'm like, bro, what?
Wait, that's actually my biggest pet peeve. Like, if I was in basketball and I got a foul, I'd just be like, all right, whatever. Like, they're not taking it away. It's so embarrassing when they act like that. Flopping, number one, embarrassing. Number two, acting like you didn't just foul the guy.
Yeah, acting like you had
Number three, not hitting your player prop.
No, for sure. You can only do like, you can't fall into every category. If you fall into every one of those categories, you're in my prop. I have a player prop graveyard where if you've ticked me off enough, you're buried, and I don't want to deal with you ever.
We might have to see.
Never bet on you again.
One day. We'll have to see who's in that graveyard one day. That would be funny.
I put my own Denver Nuggets basketball team in that graveyard at one point. And then the other person,
I would like barely bet on the Sixers. Like, I don't like to bet on my teams because it's bad enough when they play like shit, and then they all on top of that don't win you money and they lose you money. So it's just like, don't do it.
Let me tell you my betting horror story real quick. And it's single-handedly the most embarrassing moment of my life. And I have all thanks to Will Barton. Okay, let me tell you something. This man started the season saying, I am not a sixth man. I am a vet. I am on it. Okay, fine. So then MPJ's out, right? And I'm thinking, this is your moment, Will. You talk the talk. Now you get to walk the walk. You get to play. You get to start. Better yet, I'm going to take the over in your points. Good for you. Like, prove that you are not the sixth man. 32 minutes of basketball. Why don't you take a wild guess at how many points he scored?
2.
0.
Oh.
I have never been.
Let your actions speak. To play, just don't. Yeah, that's tough.
Like,
that's really tough.
I have never been more. It was like I really went to bat for this guy. Like, I went on my page and I said, listen, he is not a sixth man. He's about to show us that he is not the Denver Nuggets sixth man. And then he went out there and he played Ring Around the Rosie for 32 minutes. And I was like, that's it. You are in the graveyard. I'm not even giving you a second chance. Normally I give you 2-3 chances. 1 and done.
That's a tough scene.
Oh my God. You wouldn't even, I was so mortified by this.
What's Booker about?
Yeah, what's he mad about? What's going on? Probably Will Barton. He probably heard what I was just talking about. He's like, that is messed up. But anyway, that's how the graveyard was originally created.
That's
picking it up.
I couldn't even imagine that. I couldn't even imagine
the Bucks
that.
were in my graveyard all regular season because they were terrible. They were never covered.
How do you go about like defending yourself when something like that happens? It's not like I can say, I lost.
It sucks because it was like your team too. So they like you like felt like you were like really like, okay, like let's do this. And then it's just like, oh.
And of course, every DM's like, this is why you don't bet on your team, Liv. I'm like, okay, I don't need that right now. Maybe try that in a week, but right now I need you.
So there was actually, speaking of that, I like always get ripped under the comments of my dog of the day, even if it hits. And this one guy like really came at me. And so I like politely was like, hey, thank you for like making a very positive comment about my face. Because he like obviously threw that in there. Like, you're just a good face. You don't know what you're talking about. And so I said, why don't you please like provide me your dog of the day below? And just never answered. You guys post your picks then. You go out and do it then. Take all the heat.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think what people don't understand about the betting industry in general is when you're a personality in the betting space. Gambling is there's a reason it's called gambling. You don't know at any given. I mean, there's no way to know for sure that what you're doing is correct. But to put your face in front of everything and like put yourself out there, that half of the people that chirp me would not have the courage to do it. I know that they wouldn't.
No, I think it's like funny because I'm just you realize that professional bettors are winning like 53, 54% of the time to be profitable. Like, come on, guys, let's think about this for a second.
It's tough. Like, I couldn't even like imagine. I give you all the credit because I couldn't even imagine like just people just acting.
I think it's funny. Like, I take it as comical, but that's because I have thick skin. I mean, I don't know. The best for me though. I slap a nice little mute on there so that way they're talking to the void. You know,
someone told me that my block list is getting really big, and someone said, "No, you just need to start muting them so that they're talking to themselves." And I was like, "Actually, that's so iconic."
It's literally the gif of the dude talking to the brick wall. It's like
you just mute them so they can still see your stuff and like type to you, but it doesn't exist to you.
You won't even see them exist.
Other people can, but you can't. But if you block them, they're gone. Like you don't. But if you mute them, they're basically just talking to themselves. They think that you can see it, but you can't.
Yeah.
They're just talking to a wall. Basically.
Oh, I heard that like on certain like platforms, you can mute specific words.
Yeah, on Twitter you can too.
Does that interesting?
Twitter you can like. I remember when Game of Thrones was coming out. I never really got into Game of Thrones. I literally muted every single Thrones, Game of Thrones, #DemThrones.
I've actually never seen one Game of Thrones episode.
I've never seen one either. I'm right with them. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Game of Thrones free.
Okay, real quick. It's not basketball related, but I need y'all, if you haven't already, to watch Manifest on Netflix. I'm telling you right now, I'm hooked. It's
Manifest.
Manifest. Long story short, it's about a plane. They get on the plane. When they land, they think it's the next day, but when they land, 5.5 years have actually passed.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that.
It is like, so good, you guys. I'm not going to say anything else. I need you to watch it.
I will watch it, but I get anxiety about like things like that. So actually, I'm not on TikTok right now because my feed is all conspiracy things and it bugs me. It like genuinely gives me anxiety about what's going on in this world and what's about to happen. So when I watch stuff like Manifest, like I will get anxiety that I'm gonna get on a plane at some point and like
she lands and she's like, "What day is it? What year is it?"
Like I'm literally checking my watch nonstop. Tell me what day it is. Who played last night?
Honestly, I have really bad anxiety as well. But if you think it's gonna scare you, I wouldn't watch it. But if you're kind of into that like thriller,
no, I like go into deep dark holes like on the web of like finding out what's gonna be happening, and then I'm like, wait,
watch it. I cannot be responsible for your deep dark hole. It's not worth it. Do not turn it on.
I did see a trailer for that though. It does look good.
It's cool. I think it's just a cool storyline. Like, what could you imagine? That's nuts. But anyway, you could imagine. What was his line at?
5.5, right? Wasn't that what somebody?
I believe it was 5.5. I think somebody said. Yeah.
What was the value? Was it good value?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Casual actually was the one brought it up earlier. The name of it, I think, Manifest, right? For CL4.
Manifest, yes, Manifest on Netflix. There's 2 seasons. Season 1 has 16 episodes. Season 2 has 13. Don't ask me why I know that, but I do. So it's fine. It's like a game log. I can just see it in my brain right now. It's whatever.
By the way, Booker.
What's he
killing
got?
It. 32 points. I believe 12 this quarter.
He's an animal.
He's literally just going at Connaughton.
Yeah, which is crazy because Pat's right with him.
I mean, I feel like Pat's not defending him bad. I think he's just an amazing player. The NBA
it's tough. I mean, there's some times where dudes are literally just like, nobody's stopping him tonight. Nobody. And it looks like that's Booker right now. I mean, he's killing it. 32-3.
I wonder if his odds for MVP will move down drastically. Not drastically, but I mean, they were 12-1, but what if they go back to like plus 700, plus 800?
So the series opened and he was the favorite, right? And then it was
Chris Paul was the favorite, plus 155. He was behind plus 220. Right. And then Giannis was plus 500. Yeah, Giannis was plus 500.
Okay. Because I remember I saw some the Booker was in the lead and then they switched to be Chris Paul, and then Chris Paul has been pretty much series finals MVP favorite And then Booker had that horrible game last time. So
Yeah.
NFL coming up. Who are you sprinkling action offensive rookie of the
I know
year?
that's why I'm looking for the market right now. I did see that.
I don't hate that V Groove Pitts plus 11.
Oh, V Groove, Jeremy, my guy. What's up? Love him. He's a real one.
CP was minus 250 for MVP pregame.
Wow.
Pitts plus 11. Yeah, I have to look at the line.
Defensive rookie of the year. Is that right? That's the market you wanted? We skipped over the NFL question?
Uh-oh. She's mad.
No, I'm not. Offensive rookie.
No. It's the same one.
Yeah, Lawrence, 270. Fields. Oh, this is all plus money. 550. Wilson, 700. Trey Lance, 750. Mac Jones, 10-1. Najee Harris, 10-1. I feel like I wouldn't take Fields because I feel like Zach Wilson, I mean, he's not going to do. I think Zach Wilson is potentially going to be the biggest bust ever.
I love that take.
Quite frank. I really feel like I shouldn't have just said that.
That might bite you butt here.
It's going to surface. He's so tiny. I know he's not tiny, but he looks like a baby to me. And I'm just like, you are like now a franchise quarterback. This is weird. And maybe because I'm getting older that it weirds me out because they're so young.
I don't hate that either from Erin. I was looking at Najee Harris just for that simple reason. I know shouts to our guy Jim was talking about it too a couple weeks ago. If anybody's out there, sub to the YouTube channel. He broke down offensive rookie of the year a couple weeks ago, and he sold me a Najee Harris. I mean, that offense is already pretty dang good. You know, you just basically subbing out Connor for Harris, and and to Group's point too, the quarterbacks are just going to take votes away from each other unless Trevor Lawrence has an insane year.
That's what I was going to say. Like, and what can he really? I mean, they were 1-15 last
Especially
year.
Lawrence and Fields, because I feel like they'll both get opportunities to really play this year. You know what I mean?
I feel like Fields was not excited about going to the Bears.
Probably. I don't think he looked excited at all. Remember the draft?
Like,
he didn't look excited at all to be there. Like once like the top 6 picks went, he was just like, okay. I was like, dude, what? Like you just don't look thrilled.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to really have to, do my research before the NFL. I've always watched NFL, but not in the sense of like, it's a different when you're like betting and you're really talking about the sport every day, you really got to like do your research. And I'm just such a basketball girl and always have been. So I'm gonna have to crank it down.
Totally. I'd rather you not make something up and just be like, hey, this dude from the
right.
And I think a lot of people make stuff up because there's sometimes, and I am not being rude when I say this, but sometimes I'll like hear something of like who someone's picking and it's like so far down the board on something. I'm like that would never happen.
Right.
It literally would never happen. Like in this future, like it just
campaign plus 3,000 to win finals MVP.
Yeah. Like something crazy like that. And I'd be like, wait, like buddy, I need to like talk to you on the side.
We have to have a conversation here real quick.
Yeah. Like something like wild. And I'm just like, wait, this is weird.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I thought that was Booker again.
You just scored that 3 over here? Oh, geez. Ooh, that's
step
a
back in his face.
What's Connaughton's plus minus going to be?
Hey, Drew Holiday, if you're listening, which I doubt you are because you're listening, but like, dude,
you're literally
what
playing.
The F is going on? I'm sorry.
So here's the crazy thing. Pat's a plus 10.
Did he just get another foul at the
Connaughton's a plus 10 tonight. And he's getting completely cooked by Booker, which is crazy. But that's what and then he gets that. Oh my goodness, the dude behind him. Oh, I wish if anybody's when Connaughton jumped, the dude that was sitting behind him just put his head down like, he knew exactly what was gonna happen. Booker was gonna do the sell. I'm so happy they're getting rid of that next year too.
What?
Get rid of the sell, the pump fake sell, or even the kick out when they shoot the 3 to sell the foul, like the shooter stuff that all the shooters do, like the Kobe, Reggie Miller type stuff. They're getting rid of it next year. They're cracking down on it because some of it is ridiculous. I mean, like some dudes like literally wrap their leg around somebody else when they're shooting. Oh, you fouled me. But they do. They all fall to the ground. They're just like, I just got stabbed.
I just think it's so embarrassing.
That type of night right now. This is when I start watching games, and I'm not going to complain because I know you guys are on the East Coast. So shout out to you. But this is the time of night for Liv Moods where I start getting a little slap happy, and things become funny that aren't funny. And so just buckle down for that. Buckle down.
Sometimes like during coverage of like things that I'll see like on ESPN or Fox, like I'll just like giggle at something. I'm like, wait, why did I just laugh at that sport? Like this is like not even like I'm so embarrassing.
I mean, it just gets to a point where you gotta laugh. Oop.
Well, I feel like also our days are so consumed by like numbers in sports that like it gets to a point where just something in a sports thing will like make you laugh.
And it's like the littlest thing ever. I start getting a little giggly too when I'm watching games with sound and the reporters are like saying like just like the way they react to plays like that.
Jeff Van Gundy 2 weeks ago or like a week and a half ago or something. It was a Suns game and it was like I think it was Suns Clippers. It was kind of late and he was talking about milk drinkers and I lost it. It was like super late and I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?" He's like,
or the worst
the milk drinkers. I'm like,
when there's like an air ball and they go, "Oh," like they like respond the way that we would respond, and you would think they like would try to keep it together a little more.
What would you rather do if you were like taking the last shot and you're either gonna like hit a brick or you were gonna airball it? What would you rather
I'd rather
do?
it clang right off the rim. Just clang it. I don't want to airball.
I feel like airballs are the worst.
Airballs to me are like unathletic as ever. Like
airballs are like you should just bent your knees a little bit more. Like just put a little more like OOM.
That's why I felt bad for KD at the end of Game 7.
Weak. Oh, the oof. I can't. The oof. What does oof stand for? Can someone drop it in the chat?
I didn't know. OOF. I'm like, what is this? I see this all the time though.
No, I think
this guy just said none of y'all ever touched a ball. That is not true, my friend. I was a point guard. I was the second tallest girl in 7th grade, and I just stopped growing.
Yeah, hold on. I also was a YMCA, the only female on my YMCA basketball league as a child.
Liv. That's awesome.
You need to watch what you say, or because I was a baller, to be honest with you. No, I really wasn't. This is how my parents knew I was a dancer. My granddad has like old video of me and I finally make my first basket and I do a toe touch. And then I run to my family in the middle of the game and I hug them all and I'm like cheering and dancing. And they were like, "Oh, yeah. She's a dancer. She's a dancer.
Yeah, you definitely were a dancer.
This is not her sport and it's fine. We'll just find something else."
Oh
so
my gosh.
I have touched a ball. Doesn't mean I was good, but I have touched a ball and
I'm going to be honest. As a girl, it's tough to rock a basketball uniform, I think, because I was so short. So, like, it would be so low. And then I did have the Kobe Mambas. I don't know what number they were, but I did have Kobe shoes. They were the, like, snakeskin looking ones, and they were navy blue. I don't know if anybody knows those, but let me know.
No, I remember those. I remember those Kobe's. Those are really nice.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Ben the Better, what color is your hair again? Also, another pet peeve of mine, people spelling color like that instead of COLOR. But
to be fair, Canadians.
Wait, do you spell it COLOUR?
Some people do from Canada.
But I see. Oh, is that a? Sometimes I see it all the time.
It's a real thing. No, it's like favorite. People spell favorite FAVOUR.
Yes, I have seen that.
Color favorite. There's another one that I'm not thinking of. There's like so many words that are just like it added the O, the U.
What did I hear the other day? That
it's not uncommon, but it does throw me off though.
Speaking of color, did anyone? I'm speaking to both of you because I'm sure you know someone that did. But did either of you add an L to the word draw?
Draw,
like GRAD.
I know so many people that would say like, "I'm going to draw a picture," and I was like, "Oh." What are you talking about? What do you mean draw?
Oh, it's like I say draw.
My family,
a lot of people that added the L.
Some people in my family add an R to it. Drawer. I'm drawing. It's weird. It's really weird. I know what you're talking about though. Like it's not actually how they spell it, but it's how they say it. Yeah,
yes, it's just how they pronounce it. There's totally an L, but they spell it right. But they add the L when they say it, and I'm like, what? But
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Drop letters because we're lazy. Probably. I don't know what happened. Why, like, literally, Canada is like, we have the same letters and everything, and it's like the words are spelled different. I don't know. It's weird.
Americans are lazy. It's just the truth.
Dropping all the letters.
You know, it is what it is.
All right. So third quarter closed. Still close game. Phoenix kind of pulling the way there at the end. Went on a nice little run ski to end the quarter. Devin Booker, though, 38.
Jesus, man's going off.
15 for 22. Look at that. 0 for 2 from 3, though.
To be honest with you, I feel like he was due for at least one of the games in this series.
Yeah, he needed a Booker game.
Because
sure.
He's played
Wait,
well.
what's his fouls at? I just saw somebody tweet that out.
I think he has 3.
3? Oh, I thought
4. He has 4. So he has the most fouls on the team right now. So Ayton still at 2.
Okay, Ayton's still hanging. I do think Devin Booker was due for a game in this series because he's played well, but he hasn't played like when people ask like
lights out.
Right. Devin Booker, you think lights out when you're thinking about him in his prime, and we hadn't seen that in this series yet. I knew it was bound to happen. The fact that it's happening on the road, I think, is even better.
Yeah. I don't want to hyperbole this at all, but this is looking like a great mid-range, just completely dominating. I'm going to make whatever I can make and completely drill every shot over you. Yep. And he's killing it. I mean, like his footwork, I talked about this last time with the last stream when I was with my buddy Brian Fonseca, and we were talking about Booker and like how he basically copies the Kobe MJ lineage of just footwork. And like these dudes' footwork are just like Booker's footwork is insane. The way he just, I'm looking at him right now against PJ Tucker. I'm just like watching his feet because like he just, the way he can create and just move without even dribbling. It's weird. It's weird to explain it, but like footwork is so huge, and this dude is so good at it.
Absolutely.
He's so good at it.
Okay, J. Rue, what's good?
Kind of.
3. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
He's hitting the rim he's dancing on the rim with every single shot is dancing on the rim.
Drew, oh my,
he's getting good looks.
Wait, what exactly do we need on Drew again?
19 and a half, 20.
Over 19 and a half.
19.
He's at 11. I could see him scoring 8, 9, 10 points for sure. And it's also crazy too. Like if you look at the point distribution between the two teams, Booker's the only one in double digits by a wide margin, and the Bucks have like 4 dudes in double digits. It's always whose night is it?
Oh yeah, baby. Woo! Sorry, make it 13 for Jay.
We're manifesting.
Here we go. See, this is why I need Erin in my life, because she's like the positive, like a lot of game left, and I'm the person like 2 minutes into the game, I'm like, it's over. I'm done. Worst bet of my life.
But to be fair, honestly, when I was doing that morning show, I was so used to like placing bets and just not seeing them forever. So I kind of to like the morning time. So I just kind of learned to just it is what it is. But at the beginning, I felt like I would always be like that.
No, it's hard. I mean, there are times where I tell myself, like, you have to emotionally detach yourself from this bet. Like, it is not that serious. Because I just get so worked up about it. I'm like, and I think it's important for me to note that I think half of that, it's not even the money I make from the bet. It's the credibility, because I know how hard people are on gamblers in general. But it's cutthroat, man.
It is
What's happening. Is Tucker, what is he running his mouth about? Oh, it's okay. He says
Tucker versus Jay Crowder.
Who do you think would win? Who are you putting your money on?
Loki, Jay Crowder. I don't know. I feel like he'd be an underdog.
I don't know either. I feel like they're like the same person.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Tucker because he could pull Crowder's hair.
Wait, why is Devin Booker kicking stuff?
He fights dirty for sure.
Booker was mad because he didn't get a call he got a foul call on him. I think that's why he's out the game.
Is that 5?
Yeah, he has 5 fouls right now. He's out the game.
He's out the game.
They called the offensive foul when he was driving on Tucker, and that's why he's heated. That's why he went off the bench, kicked the chair, the whole deal.
Why would you?
Oh.
Action Network just tweeted out Devin Booker never started a game in college. That's insane. Oh no, big man down. What's wrong with him? Kidding.
Yeah, Devin.
Kidding.
You got to remember though, those Kentucky teams were insane.
No,
That
no, no,
Kentucky
no,
team
no,
is going.
no. I know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Pretty wild thought. Basically, to all the kids watching, if you are,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna be all right. It's gonna work out.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
Kentucky team was nuts because that was the team with like
Suns are now minus 3.5, baby. Totals at 211.5. Keeps coming down. Tell me I go 3 for 3 on the hurry up, and I'll have a good night.
Why are these? Oh, whoa! What's on Cam Johnson?
All
Oh, he's
right.
down. Why is he? I don't know why Cam was asking to stop. It doesn't make any sense, dude. You know you can't stop.
What's going on out there? Do they look like they're like playing freeze tag? What's going on?
Cam Johnson hurt his leg, and they were playing 4-on-5 for a little bit.
What's going on around here?
But he was asking for them to stop. Why were you? Like he went down on the. He went down. Ow. Yeah, he like just banged his knee. It looked like, but he's asking. Yeah. He's like, stop the play. What are you doing, dude? Like they didn't call a foul. You lost the ball. Get up. Yeah, what are you doing? Get up.
Oh, here comes Giannis's little free throw dance. I mean, I could understand doing all that and then making it, but 90% of the time he's not I mean, let me just say last game.
And he's over 10.
Made it. I should give him credit where it's due, but most of the time he does that whole choreographed routine and then bricks it. I'm like, dude,
yeah, it's
maybe make the routine a little shorter because
they don't show his full thing either. Like he walks all the way to half court, and then he walks all the way back up, and then they give him the ball for the first quarter. He does that, and I'm just like, dude, what are you doing?
And he shakes his shoulders, and then he does a little. Then he dribbles the ball 17 times.
He misses.
Bricks it. For God's sake.
I don't understand.
All
Mr.
right.
Jackie Moon, did you guys start betting as soon as you turned 21? Yes, I did.
Yes, and I started working in betting when I was 22.
Casino. I was doing the whole 9 yards.
I started a year ago, like last month, and I was 22. So yes.
Let's get it.
I was over 21. Which I think everyone should wait. First of all, be legal, but second of all, betting's a little bit more fun when you've got some liquid courage to help you get through it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would have never thought in college
soberly betting. No thanks. I'm sorry.
Also, more fun if you can actually support it and not be a college kid.
Right.
$5.
Yeah,
because I remember when I was 18, when you're even 15, it's like, oh, I got $5 on this game. It's a completely different world when you don't have to bet $5 with your buddy.
Yeah, literally.
When you can actually do real stuff with it. Definitely wait. Oh, Aiden, what are you doing? Oh no, Giannis.
What?
It's too easy. Bad play. No, I was just the Suns stupid after timeout play. Really dumb. Just basically gave the ball to Giannis.
If this Bucks team starts feeding off that home crowd energy, they could pull off a W, but they've got to start making some shots. This
Suns are just falling all over. What are you guys doing?
Is there canola oil on the court? I mean, they're slipping around
falling.
Slip and slide out there. For God's sake.
They just keep tripping over each other. What are you guys doing?
What's happening?
Are they learning how to walk for the first time?
What is going on? We need an explanation, Bucks. What's on the court? What's going on around here?
Yes, seriously.
Look, what? Oh my God. This gets weirder and weirder.
I don't understand what they're doing.
You're kidding.
Foul on Giannis? That's it. I think that's his fifth. I think that's his fifth. Hold on.
God's sakes.
No, that would be his third. Tucker has 4 fouls. Tucker's in foul trouble.
What in the heck?
So if you're Monty Williams right now, either of you, put yourself in Monty's shoes. Booker has 5 fouls. This game's really close. How long? When is he coming back?
2 minutes.
Immediately?
I gave my answer way too quick without thinking about it. 2 minutes.
Wait, are you talking about Booker?
I'd be a
Yeah.
great coach. I'd be very decisive, but I'd probably be really
5
hard
fouls.
on my players.
I think you kind of take a look at. I mean, if the Bucks make a good run here and get the game and tie it up, then you put them in immediately, ASAP. But what are you doing? I'm sorry. What is going on out there? Uh-oh.
And then Jay Crowder hits the floor.
What's going on? I can't.
Bobby Portis just made fun of him too.
Like, what's happening?
Like,
Guys, come on.
Watch Bobby Portis on the replay. As soon as Jay Crowder goes down, Bobby Portis makes fun of him.
Oh, you gotta love a little chirping, a little roasting.
Where is Pat Connaughton passing that ball?
I have literally no clue what he's doing. Just go up, dude. Get the foul.
I need to see. Of course I didn't.
Jay Crowder quadruple double. Let's see what he's looking at right now. Jay Crowder.
Sometimes, like after like a play like that, I'll just like quickly go onto Twitter and just
see the reactions. Yeah,
so funny.
10 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Jay Crowder's about to have a 5x5.
Oh,
forget the quadruple double. He's about to have a 5x5 in the finals. Are you serious? Whoa!
Booker's got his half zip on.
He's chilling. That's the exact face he was making the other game. That's the exact face he made the other game when he got pulled out early. Just sitting on the bench, all mad. Look at him sitting there with his arms crossed. Look at him. He's the only one sitting on the bench. Oh, you want to talk about body language? Good Lord. This guy is just sitting there, just so mad. Ooh, it's a good one. This is a good one. I love it.
We got ourselves a game here, people.
The Russian judge. It's coming back in. Yeah, it looks like he's about to get back into it. I think he kind of has to. Kind of got to put this one away. Jay Crowder's the second leading scorer tonight.
Okay.
For the Suns.
What's going on?
3 for 10, 3 for 9 from 3. That's insane.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy to me is that this Suns team is hanging, like you said, with now only 2 players in the double digits, and the Bucks are. How many do they have?
4. They're spreading the wealth around. 4 dudes in double figures. Middleton's leading the way though, 28, and he's 42% from the field, 3 for 7 from 3. He's having a great night shooting. He's having a really good night.
To be honest with you, if they could have put a stop to Devin Booker, which I don't know if that's really possible, this game would have looked a whole lot differently. But they couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, they did kind of put a stop to him though, right? They took him off the floor, so them not.
Right, but who knows if that's even going to be enough for the Bucks team to get a W out of this game?
No, they should. I think they definitely missed the opportunity right there to capitalize. They were just playing patty cakes with the Suns while everybody's falling on the floor. I don't understand. Like the teams, this is literally this is why the Bucks make me and so many people mad. It's like they just get in so many good positions to like capitalize and do great things, and then they just don't do anything. They just do nothing. They just miss jumpers and they don't get rebounds and they foul, and it's just like, what are you guys doing? I feel like they're like trying too hard to.
This is what I talk about. They're just
I feel like they're trying too hard to make stuff happen, and then they just don't let stuff happen. Like they're just out here shooting and passing and swinging the ball around. It's just like, dude, stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Just score. Just score.
Honestly, I feel like I might just put Devin Booker in now. Just tell him to like.
You have to
mess around a little bit.
Because you have to.
Out there and mess around. Get it done. I mean, he can do it. He's the guy. Especially tonight. I'm a little surprised we didn't see better game from Chris Paul.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, his MVP odds are definitely going to come down.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at his performance tonight, but.
Well, you also have to think that, like, in every single game, like game 1, overreaction, like per se, on CP3, because he had that debut, moves out. Then you have game 3, overreaction of Giannis, and it's like big overreactions almost. Like, Suns win the first 2 games, okay, they're going to sweep. Like,
and I'll say I think that's what makes it hard for player props in these types of games is because
you never know
when it's distributed across the entire starting lineup or, whatever, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of game plan what you're going to bet on. But when it's like one guy that just blows it out of the water, like betting on the Suns tonight, unless you were on Devin Booker, would have sucked. Like so that's what's hard about player props in a game like this. It's like,
or if you took 8 rebounds,
right? I mean, rebounds and 8 and rebounds and Booker points was the move if you bet on the Suns tonight for sure.
Yeah. To Jeremy's point too, that's very true. This is a very Chris Paul game. Low scoring, half court offenses, no turnovers really. It's a very, very slow. We're not fast break isn't really happening too much, and the Bucks and the fast break are just insane. They're unstoppable, obviously. So there's an easy 2 for Giannis. Like you can't that's the stuff. That's the stuff Milwaukee should have been doing for the last 6 minutes. Right. easy. Just give it to him, and Booker's still on the bench. This is going to deter.
Giannis just had a look in his eyes that made me think he's about to.
Yeah, he's got that.
See,
he has a look in his eyes right now.
Oh, come on.
See, this is exactly. I was watching the last 2 games.
Cover. I don't care who wins as long as they cover.
yeah. Giannis had a look in his eyeballs like, I'm ready.
Come on.
That is not your.
He just fouled.
That was.
Oh, here we go. PJ Tucker running around the court like he didn't do anything.
That's 5 on Tucker too, I think.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, it's 5 on Tucker.
That's tough.
So yeah,
he's
this
yelling
is
up to the skies. Mad at God.
This is what I'm saying. He swears he does nothing. Look
Okay,
at him hit. They literally they gave him a high five, Tuck. You can't do that.
Yeah, that was.
He high-fived his way right out.
They high-fived each other. Like, you can't do that, dude. He knows he can't do that too. Like,
but
he knows
also when we see things in slow motion, like we're thinking like it was like kind of intentional, but like that stuff's happening like this, like it's so fast. You know what I mean?
Tucker's got to sit. I mean, the Suns could win this game on 3-point free throws alone.
Wait, somebody just wrote in the funniest comment.
Oh, Tucker with the anger.
Oh, he's mad.
No, wait. Did you see? Do you have it? 0 points? I'm just running around.
This is Tony Snell.
The best comment of the night, easily.
It's the Tony Snell.
Devin Booker was moving. I thought he was.
He's stirring. He's on the bench stirring because now.
Zip on. Come on now.
Yeah, he's stirring on the bench like, he is. He's ready to get back in, especially without Tucker on. So that's an extra defensive guy down. So they put in Portis. So they're going. So the Bucks are going small here. I'm gonna say in basically Giannis at center, and this is important because, people are gonna wonder. Like, this is now a 4 or 5 minute stretch with Booker on the bench.
Nice block.
Ooh, Portis. Oh,
Does a block. He's got a look in his eyes too.
Yeah, they're looking hungry. They're looking like they're ready for a.
Yeah, which honestly I respect.
I do too. I think when you're
usually the Bucks just like roll over and like. I'm
gonna be honest with you for 5 seconds. I thought that this Bucks team in the regular season was washed up. I couldn't stand them. I thought I could understand the hype around this Bucks team during the regular season.
I feel you.
I was over them. I was like, I'm done.
I started a slogan, Liv. Did you not hear my slogan?
No. What was it?
We were saying it for months. F the Bucks and the F is for fade, like all during the regular season. And then we changed it to F the Bucks, the F is for finals.
Wow. Okay. I love it.
During the finals, because I was talking so much crap the entire time. Even when they were playing the first round, I was like, they're going to get knocked out.
No, it's so true because I really did not have any faith in them as a team during the regular season. I really didn't. And then towards the end, they really kind of started to figure it out and use their talent. And I ate my words. So there you go. I'm admitting it. I was wrong to be a Bucks hater, I guess. I'm sorry, everyone. No,
I felt the same way in the year. I felt the same way. I was like, this is like year 5. Like, I'm over this. Like, before the season, I was like, all right, cool, Drew Holiday. It's a great addition. I'm excited to see what they can do. But then, like, I've watched this team for like the last 4 or 5 years. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's the same team. Like, I'm over this. Just no, I'm over it. Go away. Nets, Sixers, somebody please save me out of misery. Because I just didn't see it all season. And then they had like a weird losing streak too. It was like 7-game losing streak or something like that during the season. I was
So
just
they
like,
kept going on like these win streaks and losing streaks. Then Giannis was like out for a few games, like 6. I forget how many games he was out, which like flew under the radar.
Yeah.
He was out for like a pretty good chunk of games for. All right.
Middleton.
Ooh.
All right.
Look
at Pat.
Doing like Superman. All right.
Project Pat. Clean it up.
Project Pat. That's so sad.
Oh man. Booker, Crowder, Ayton, easy out.
Here we go. Volleyball.
Here we go. Okay. Okay.
There's Portis.
All right, Connaughton's over his points prop. Holiday, sorry, I'm not trying to say this, Liv, but he's under. Giannis is under. Middleton's over. Brooke Lopez is over.
Did Ayton just foul?
Booker's over.
No, he just blocked him.
Everybody else
Really
is
nice
under.
play.
Jay Crowder might be over.
Ooh, nice. But yeah, Aaron, I've kind of I'm accepting a little bit of defeat on this Drew prop.
22% from the 3-point lines. Terrible.
I mean,
Six-
Tough.
You know what? He basically just like spit in my face and told me
I'm going to be honest.
a loser.
The Suns go back to Phoenix, they're winning. If they win this game and then
Yeah, I don't think
It's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
a wrap.
over. I think it's over too. I think if the Suns win this game, I think they're closing it in Phoenix.
yeah.
That's why
No,
this game's huge.
My philosophy has been, or I've said since this series began, Suns and 6, which is why I'm hoping that the Bucks win this one because the next two I think are the Suns, regardless.
Hey, I will say it's
I will
very
feel
good that
really
they're still
bad for
passing the
Giannis,
ball.
though. I really will feel bad for Giannis because, like, with D-Book, like, it's the beginning of his career. But then again, CP3, he's been in forever. So, like, I would feel really bad for him. Either way, I'm going to feel really bad.
Either way. So funny.
Either way.
I'm going to feel, like, really, really bad.
No, it's so funny. I'm such a crap talker, big time. And then once it's over and I see like players that are sad, it like
Oh, that's, like, heartbreaking because, like,
actually
their whole lives they thought about this moment and, like, it literally just, like,
Yep.
didn't happen. And the odds of it happening again, you know what I mean? Like, the stars aligning. Ooh, it's a 1-point game. This is when you know it's
Tight.
going to be.
Booker's heated because they
How-
wanted. So they didn't call this foul.
Good, they shouldn't. Was that a foul?
The whole Bucks bench went nuts. They didn't call that foul. That's a foul, dude.
Well, they probably caught him on so many other that weren't fouls, so they're just.
And
like,
he wrapped his arm around his. Oh my goodness, that's.
I can't believe D-Book even like did that. I thought he would just.
Yeah, I can't believe he did that either. Just go straight up. You don't have to wrap your arms around him like that.
And that was kind of a bad call on the refs for not calling that a foul.
Very bad call. That was a big foul. That's a big call too, because if he gets called, he's out the game. Wow.
Are they challenging it? Is that why we're going to commercial?
I don't know. Maybe they are. I think it was just a TV timeout, but we'll see when they come back. Man, he got away with that. Woo! This game is heating up. All right. Free throws, 2 points, 3. Yeah, both teams still shooting pretty trash from 3, which is surprising, especially Milwaukee. Middleton up to 30.
Milwaukee is terrible from 3. Jeez.
They are so bad tonight from 3. 38 for
I was
Booker.
surprised they honestly. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Like in the first 2 games, the Suns were favored by 5.5. Then it was 4.5 for the Bucks. It's 4.5 again. I was a little surprised by that. I don't know. Maybe home court advantage really is that like.
That's what they say. I mean, that's what everybody fight. That's what all these teams fight about is the home court advantage. But the number 1 seeds and number 2 seeds are just getting eliminated. So it's like, does it really matter if you guys are just losing?
I think home court advantage too got a little messed up when we were in the pandemic and there were no fans either way. So
There's no reason for it.
Right. It kind of changed the whole home court advantage thing because no one really had it. And I think these teams had to rely. We saw it in college basketball a lot. Teams like Duke that are used to being in their arena and like feeding so heavily on a crowd that didn't have a crowd. It was like,
yeah.
Once that adrenaline was gone, it was like, okay, this is a different team. So the home court advantage thing kind of got a little blurry, but hopefully they can. I think home court advantage is obviously fun, makes betting a little bit easier if you know you've got something you can rely on. But then again, it's the NBA. It's actually, scratch that. It's betting. Nothing is reliable. Literally nothing.
Yeah, that's what about you can't even. What are you to rely on there, right?
Right.
Oh, wait, Jeremy just said, whoa, Beal's entered health and safety protocol at Team USA.
Oh, yeah, it's Team USA earlier today.
I didn't see that.
Health and safety protocols. Yeah, we'll see what it is. I think it's a positive test. But the good thing is that Team USA has the select team kids, which is just like the younger dudes that they can just, Beal has to drop out.
And then who else is going? I know Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and D-Book, right? Those are the three others that are supposed to be going?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's Booker, Middleton, Holiday. Yeah. It's those three. That, from what I remember, those three are allegedly supposed to meet them, I guess, in Japan or something, which I think it's insane, personally. Like, they're only going to get like a week off, maybe, if that, depending on when the series ends. Because the Olympics start, I think their first game's the 23rd of this month, which is insane.
Yeah, the 24th, in Tokyo.
So, yeah, something like that. But it's, like, so close. And for them to not even, like, they're not going to have any time off. I mean, I guess, like, cool, go right into it, right? Like, while you're still.
Giannis just made him look like a small
dude. He's so big.
Come on.
Oh, that was huge.
Banger.
That was literally so huge for him.
Okay. Come on. We got ourselves a freaking game.
Wow.
Woo!
That gives me anxiety. I'm like anxious for everybody now. I get so anxious the last 2 minutes in a close game.
Booker.
Let's go. Tied up.
Oh, this is going to be a goodie.
I wish I had some food to munch on, but I guess I want to be good for a microphone.
To be honest with you, I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm going to indulge when this is over. But I
feel ya.
J-Roo.
Oh, man. He can't hit a shot to save his life.
He's hitting the rim every time.
Oh, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with Ayton?
Put him on the bench. Put J-Roo Holiday on the bench.
Giroux's hitting the rim he's getting great looks. It's really bad.
That looks really painful.
Oh, we got smacked.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
But that's like getting smacked in the face with a frying pan. Look how big Giannis's hand is.
Yeah. Giannis's hand's probably like both of mine combined.
It's like
do you know when you're little and you do that with your lips? That's what just happened to him, but with a freaking with a hand that's as big as my hand.
Literally, it's a frying pan. His hands are huge.
So yeah, I imagine that probably wasn't comfortable. That'll probably leave a little bit of a mark. It's no problem. It's like taking a tennis racket to the face.
6'11".
Yeah, this dude is.
He is a big boy, and that's
so. This is where if we go into overtime, that's when the under is not gonna be a great play.
Yeah.
So the spread's locked. The total's locked right now.
Everything's locked
Phoenix
in.
Suns are minus 120. Bucks are minus 104.
They're going for the ride now. Everything's locked in.
Yeah.
Dun.
Yeah, like the what show is that where they do the you know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
Where they do they ask a question. There's the four things and it's it's not Jeopardy. It's the other one.
Oh, Who wants to be a
millionaire? Who wants to be a millionaire? Who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah, that millionaire music was so dramatic too.
So dramatic. Remember Deal or No Deal?
Yeah.
That was a
classic.
good one.
Jay Crowder, how many fouls do you have now, Jay? What are we looking at?
Is he out too? Why is everybody? There's a lot of fouls being called. Well, I mean, he's in the air, right?
In the last couple of minutes, he just got a couple. He's on his fifth now. Jay Crowder's at 5. Booker's at 5. PJ's at 5. Connaughton's at 4. Those are the guys in foul trouble right now. Jersey giveaway. Oh, yeah, there's one. After the game, we'll do it.
Woo!
Chris Middleton showing up. Welcome to the game.
Middleton.
32 points. I mean,
34.
34 now?
Yeah, I keep thinking he's flying under the radar because I'm talking to you guys and looking down and not realizing. Yeah, that's many points.
How many points is Giannis at? I believe he's at 26. Yeah.
Oh, man. You can see D-Book was trying to get the foul there.
Nice, Drew. You did something good.
They're fast in transition.
See, they're unstoppable. Oh, he gets it.
Giannis got it.
Looks like they call the foul.
Look how Bridges even sweating.
Did they give it to him? He went up.
Nah. Okay.
Oh, they didn't.
Guys, I'm so anxious. Ugh.
It's a good game.
Oh, Jesus, Brian Joseph. Ooh-wee. Middleton is doing the dang thing right now.
Chris Middleton, man.
He's something else.
That's what I'm saying. Look how nonchalant he is too, right? Like this is a huge game. He's killing it. Oh,
missed that. I mean, I know you didn't do it on purpose, but geez.
They met at the Apex. That's two big boys up there. Chris Middleton hits these big shots and he's just like, cool.
Yeah, just like shrugs it off like it was just
sick.
Nothing to him.
He's happy to be here. No shot.
Oh.
Giroux. You should have taken Giroux's rebounds tonight.
Sure should have. I should have taken everything else but what I took.
Okay, come on. Push it. This
is crazy.
Chris Paul, show up. He gets the ball stolen from him like he's a child.
Oh, no. He did.
Oh,
and a foul, D-book out. And a foul, D-book out.
1-1. Oh,
was it?
That's so killer for Chris Paul because he did that in the Western Conference Finals.
A literal child.
He did that in the Western Conference Finals in like 2016. Again, I forget
what
who
just
did
happened.
it.
They just literally
he just lost it.
3-on-1, and of course it's Booker of all people who cannot foul.
Yeah, that might be all.
To be honest with you, that makes me sad for Chris Paul. I'm not even gonna lie.
He's done it before. Like he's done it, which sucks because there is evidence of Chris Paul turning the ball over late in a game. And this is going to be a narrative now. Watch. I'm pretty sure people on Twitter now are saying Chris Paul turning the ball late in a big playoff game. He did it in the Western Conference Finals with the Clippers. He did it with the Rockets, and now he's doing it now in the finals.
You just can't afford to do that at this stage of the game. As the veteran
especially not Chris Paul.
You can't be doing that. Yeah, you just can't.
You can't do that. That's tough.
Oh, wow.
That is a tough look.
Yeah,
well, we'll see what happens when we come out of this. But
I have 4.5, so I'm good right now at this moment.
I'm hoping that my theory stays. They win this one. Suns take the next two. Suns in 6. Chris Paul MVP. I'm a little nervous about that one now, but
Chris Paul after this little shenanigans.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Chris Paul as the MVP. I'm going to be honest with you, but
that's tough. And then Middleton. Oh, he threw his arms up. There you go.
Okay, so D-Book isn't.
Well, okay, we've got a game still.
Okay. Oh, there wasn't a foul.
Take it. Go. Oh, you can't miss that. Can't miss that.
And then he's on the floor calling for a foul. Come on,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Oh,
that's tough.
He's mad.
That's tough. That's tough.
Okay, I need us both to get what we want. Bucks win and Suns still cover. Okay, that's all I care about. I just need Bucks to win, but I still want the Suns to cover.
I can't believe they're allowing the Bucks to tie up the series.
I know. I had a feeling. Okay, back to what you said earlier about the gut. My gut probably wasn't there with Drew Holiday. I think I pulled that one out of my butt, but the gut was definitely riding with the Bucks today, and I was scared because majority of the people I talked to were like, "Nah, Suns are taking it. Suns are taking it." I was nervous, but I stuck with my gut on liking the Bucks. Drew Holiday. I'm not sure
I need him to cover.
From. Yeah, no, I think there were a lot of people actually that instead of taking the Suns, just took the Suns with the spread.
Yeah, I wasn't going to.
I thought it was a green bet as well because I figured it was going to be a close one.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Dude, tell me they lose by the hook, and I'm going to be so pissed. Or don't cover by the hook, I'm going to be so pissed.
All right. So it looks like the Bucks got this one unlocked. So let's do the one that piece de resistance. I need everybody who wants to enter the jersey giveaway to type !enter in whatever chat you're in. !enter. and then you'll be entered to win YouTube or Twitch, and we'll do that as the game comes to an end, as they have a nice little foul fest here.
I hate when they have the foul fest.
It's usually how it happens at the end of it.
Especially for you East Coasters who are trying to go to bed.
Yeah, like it's 11:30. I need to like shower, eat, pray.
Pray
for everybody in the NBA finals and then go to bed.
Yeah, the fouling when it's this late for the East Coast people is just not right. It shouldn't be allowed.
Why is entering? It's working. Yes, type exclamation point enter. Make sure you're following the channel as well. Following on Twitch, subscriber on YouTube. That whole situation.
Oh my god, he almost made that. Lord have mercy on my son.
Working.
He should have made that. Oh, he's frustrated.
All we needed was that 3-pointer from you. They're not going to cover. They're not going to cover. God.
Erin just came back from Miami. Why isn't this?
What's the question?
Oh, sorry, we're having a bit of a light malfunction over here. Don't mind me. Just malfunctioning because my brain is literally fried.
Why isn't this working? Let's try this again.
All right, guys, this is just I'm very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I feel like I lost my voice and I didn't even yell.
Well, kind of feeling it for Booker right now. He had a really great game.
He had a huge game
there. I mean, to be a player that coughs up that many points and can't secure the W, I mean, it was like Bradley Beal for the majority of the regular season. Like, God, can't feel great that you're scoring that much and still can't get a win. Oh.
Dude, this is gonna be they're really gonna foul them with 2 points left. 2 points. 2 seconds.
2.2. Yeah.
What do you know? I'm tired.
That's gonna be the deal. All right, so that'll be it. I'm trying to figure out why this is.
All right. Well, went 2 for 3 in the hurry up. So
girl, you always kill it. 2 for 3 is great. That's over 50%. You're killing
12 and a half. We took for over rebounds on Ayton, and then also I had the under on Giannis. So I didn't do terrible, but I'm just a little annoyed that they didn't cover. But
it is what it is. Drew Holiday looked at me through the screen and flipped me off. Well, actually, I'll be super. Let me tell you how many times he flipped me off. I'll tell you. 16 to be exact, because he was 4 for 20. So 16 times he flipped me off and basically told me that I was a loser. So there's that. But I did have the Bucks. So shout out to the Bucks for securing the W. But yeah, Drew Holiday. Woo, that's tough, my guy. 4 or 6. Wait, what did I say? 4 for 20.
4 for 20. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Guys, it's terrible.
It's terrible. It's horrible. I mean, there's nothing that I can say right now to justify that bad bet besides yikes. Shout out to Drew Holiday. For God's sake.
Tough look of it there from Mr. Drew Holiday.
Super tough.
All right. Well, I won't hold you ladies.
Guys.
Yeah, I won't hold you ladies any longer. I know we were here on here for quite a while. Trying to figure out the giveaway thing. It's not working on my little bot, but I won't hold you too long. So any final thoughts here for you two? I figured this out on my end for the giveaway. But any final
Have a
thoughts?
great week.
Have a great week.
Series is tied. Still saying Suns in 6, but I might have to switch to a game 7 if it, goes that way.
Yep. Suns in 6 for me. CP3 is the MVP. Not loving that right now.
Yeah, I could really wish I didn't say it at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
I've been,
Bruce Holiday, also not loving his energy tonight, but I was happy the Bucks could get a W. Like I said, Suns in 6. I'm liking that.
Yeah.
To everyone, good luck. Happy betting.
Yeah. Good luck. Happy Wednesday. I keep thinking it's Thursday, but it's Wednesday. So see y'all later. Bye, guys.
Give it 20 more minutes and you're at Thursday. So
You're right. You're so right.
We're almost there.
I didn't even think about that. All right, guys. Adios.
All right, Erin, Liv, thank you very
Bye.
much. All right, chat, hang with me for a little bit. I'm gonna try to figure this out with everybody. Appreciate the ladies. All right, hold on. This isn't working right now. This is crazy. Hold on. Delete. Yes. This was good here. We did this before previously. Type of secret word. Okay. Redo. Okay. So weird. All right, so try to type ! Enter again. See if it works. Chat. Everybody in chat. It's not popping up. Trying to log into this guy and he's not working for me. ! Enter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's see if this is working. Okay, giveaway here. Save. Pick winner. There's no winner. Why isn't it letting me pick anybody? This is very weird. Why isn't it letting me pick anything? Twitch, YouTube, everyone's able to enter. Make sure you all are following. Yeah, make sure you guys are following. Follow the channel on both platforms, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. ! Enter to win. Keep typing it. Keep typing it. Names in a hat. I'm about to pick a number. About to pick a number 1 through 10 because it's not working for me right now. Twitch and YouTube giveaways. It worked last time. That's why I'm upset. Nightbot won't let me do it. Yes, I do have a hat. Giveaways. All right. So we could do it through this, but see, it could let me do it through Twitch, but I'm trying to do it through Twitch and YouTube because we have a bunch of YouTubers. Batissimo's right here. I don't know why he's not. Is he not in chat right now? That might be why. I don't know if he's in chat right now. Hold on. Oh, he's not even in chat right now. That's why. All right, so he's there, but he's not in the chat. Get in my chat, sir. All right, this is acting weird. All right, so let's do this. I don't know. It's acting so weird. So let's do this. I need Battissimo is paying a sub. This thing's acting really weird. All right. We're gonna just do the good old random number generator. Okay. So I need everybody here to type in a number between 0 and 30. Okay. 0 and 30. I'll see it right here on the chat. I'll get my Battissimo fix. So we'll do that. Type a number between 0 and 30. And on top of that, I need everybody to give me your FanDuel DFS usernames. Okay. We're going to deposit some creds in there too for everybody's hanging out. So if you have FanDuel DFS, type your usernames too. Give me numbers because Battissimo is not working for me right now. I don't know why. I'm going to have to yell at the company. But on we go. Type numbers. Oh, Jackie Moon, are you the one? Somebody typed the thing for me the other day, and it wasn't where is it? There was a username that somebody shared the other day. Neverson. I don't know who Ian, that wasn't popping up. So make sure you're sending me the correct DFS name for that, because remember there's only DFS creds that we can give out, so make sure that's the right one, because we sent that in. I tried that twice already. It wasn't popping up, so I don't know if maybe I'm typing something wrong, but I'm doing NEVRSON09, so that's what I'm doing for it. Oh no, the view bots. And Ian D. Nev. All right, Ian, I'll try that. Ian D. Nev. All right, I'll try that. So I'm going to run this random number generator, okay? So I see numbers predicted. Keep running your numbers in. 17, 22, 11. Keep predicting your numbers. Keep the same one, though, because I'm obviously going to keep track of what your numbers originally are. We'll run it, and I'll run it until we hit one. You get famous off hitting a big bet, not by default. True. Hey, I think also, if you guys want, we can hit my guy Worldwide Wob. I believe, Wob's on right now doing his post-game show. So what we'll do here, we'll do this. Jersey giveaway. Spam those FD usernames so I can give you guys some creds for DFS since we're having some issues with the giveaway right now. And we'll raid my guy Wob. Yeah, Aaron, it's only DFS. That's all we can give away right now is the DFS, but we can give away potentially some sportsbook stuff later on towards the football season. You know, that's usually when we get stuff cooking. All right, boys. So I'm going to generate this. This is just a random number generator from Google. So whoever gets the first one up, that's just what I'm doing right now. And then also remember to share those DFS names. So I just hit it once and it went to 4. Never seen another. I'll check it. I'll check either one. 4. Do we have 4 in the house? 4 in the house. Bingo. No. Okay. 4. Okay. One more. Oh no. Wait. This is a lie. Minimum max is 30. So let's redo this. Actually, let's redo this to make it fair. Generate 20. 20. No 20. Yeah, I redid it, Aaron. That was my fault. 16. I saw it on the side. It had the 10. One more time. 4 again. Nobody had 4. 30. Anybody guess 30? No 30. Ooh, we're getting every number but the 1. 9. I think somebody did 9. 9. Casual with the 9. Niner. Casual, do you have Twitter? Casual? I think Casual right here with the 9er. Yeah, this Casual with the 9er. Casual, do you have Twitter? If so, please send me a nice little message on the Twitter at R0BATO. And just send me a quick DM or something on the Twitter. If not, let me know if you have another social platform or Twitch. You can even whisper us on Twitch here. Congrats to Casual. Sorry, it was a really crude way to do the giveaway, guys. I know I'm really I know if anybody knows my streams, I'm really production is on another level, but Battissimo is not working with me. Just not my time. It's all good, Jackie Moon. I will let you guys know Saturday. We're going to have another stream on Saturday. So I'll hit you up right now, Casual. Saturday, we're going to have another stream. My man Brian Fonseca is scheduled to be on. Might have some more guests. I got you right now, Kaz. I'll give you a follow. Saturday, we're going to have another stream, which should be dope. We're going to give away credits all day about how to model and shows. So Saturday, all night, we'll have the giveaway for that game. And then I guess game 6 and 7, right? So keep an eye out, everybody. We're going to do some fun stuff here too. We have some cool stuff playing too on the channel. We got some other shows coming up. We got some other personalities, talents coming out. If you guys like car breaks, all that type of stuff, that should be fun coming ahead. So, I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to rate my guy Wobberson. Appreciate everybody who hung out. Hold on, why can't I add this? Read. There you go. There we go. We'll do that. We'll do this. Cool. All right, dope. So we're gonna head over to Wob. I think it's about like 5 or 10 of you. He's doing more post-game stuff. He's doing the spaces. He's doing this whole rigmarole going on over there on his Twitch channel. So make sure you guys go show him some love. Say hi. Say what up. Peace out, everybody. SDF, Ian, Jackie Moon, Aaron. Did myself a Julius Randle jersey. Casual. I hit you up, Casual. So appreciate y'all for stopping by. We'll be back. Peace.